What up, Foxy? It's Holden. It's Sean Fox. We're going to take you through the NBA live games tonight. A lot of bets. I know Foxy's already got a lot of bets behind the paywall. We'll be giving out some free stuff tonight as far as bets go. NHL, Mel's already in the chat. All her plays, they started except for the Islanders. I can't do anything with that, but good evening, Mel. Good to see you. Daniel Barry's here. Everybody that's here, smash the like button. Tell your friends. And I have tailed a lot of stuff from Sean already. A lot of bets. My only two personal plays I'm on tonight, Sean. Tatum over 14.5 rebounds and assists. And then I just sprinkled on a 4-1 Luka triple-double. You know, it's not out of the realm of possibility. This guy's had some triple-doubles. And tonight against the Mavericks, I fully expect him to be so engaged, pissed off, hurt. There's probably better bets to go with on Luka, although the numbers are jacked up. But I love that 4-1. Why not? Talk to me, friend. What are we on tonight? What do we got going on in these games that are coming up? And we got one coming up in just a couple of minutes, Cleveland-Orlando.
Yeah, Cleveland-Orlando is a pretty good game. Orlando has been played well. You're also going to miss Darius Garland here from a Cleveland perspective, which makes this line a little bit closer. This line opened up at 5.5 and moved up to 8, and now it's back down to 6.5. If you want to side, I'd probably lean the Magic here at -6.5. I still think Cleveland wins this game. I just don't know if they cover 6.5. A couple of things that we are on this, and I'm on a ton in this game. We're on my boy Franz Wagner again for 5.5 rebounds. He's been an absolute beast. If you haven't noticed, he's been the best player on the Magic for pretty much most of the year. Has taken massive strides in his game, really being the guy they go to as well. So we like that. I'm on Mobley double-double. I gave that a long time ago. I have no idea what the line was. Now
plus 25, plus 125 was the line you gave out.
Yeah, so we got plus 125 there. I don't know what's available right now. On a couple of things that I'm on also popularly Mobley over 1.5 blocks at -30 for half a unit. And then the other kind of sneaky play that I am taking is I've taken Mobley. Well, sorry, before I get to the sneaky play, we'll take Mobley over 17.5 points as well. When Garland doesn't play, Mobley tends to be the second fiddle. So as the second fiddle, he's going to score a lot more. He's just coming off a game where he scored 27. I fully expect him to probably get close to 20 tonight. So I like that as well. Little sneaky play also, like when Donovan Mitchell is the point guard, that means the ball's in his hand 100% of the time. What that basically means from where I like to take this, we're taking his over 3.5 threes at plus 104 for a half unit. And the reason for that is Donovan Mitchell shoots most of his threes strictly from off the dribble. He's not a real catch and shoot threes. Most of his guys come when he gets to dribble it up the court and they get a lead. He loves to just dribble. All right, here comes the three. He's gonna have Cole Anthony guard him. Should be no issue being able to get him a shot. KCP may switch over for a little bit, but we'll see. I think Mitchell's gonna take probably about 7 to 8 threes tonight. I like his chances to get 3.
All right, timeout. That one is not in the chat, is it?
That is not in the chat, no.
All right, let me throw that out there. So give me the bet again.
Mobley's points isn't either, but yeah. But I can add that for you.
Okay, but you want Donovan Mitchell threes?
Yeah, plus 104.
Donovan over 2.5 threes.
Yes.
Plus 104 FanDuel. Okay. Cool.
3.5. Did you say 2.5?
Yeah, 3.5. I'll fix it. Okay. Over 3.5 threes. Boom.
Yeah.
In.
Yeah. So I expect this game to get. I expect the Cavs to win. I've taken some cheesy stuff. I expect tonight's gonna be a lot of chalk. I like the Lakers to win. If you want to take the Lakers in any number under 9, I'd be perfectly fine with it. The only thought, I think, if PJ Washington plays, the line will drop slightly, but I don't think he's gonna go. And I mean, we're still waiting on LeBron, but LeBron's gone in every game that is there. I see no reason for him not to go. But if PJ doesn't go, the line's going to go up to like 10. So I've got Lakers -9. I put that out there. But I've also got Lakers parlays, Lakers minus 4.5, every kind of number you can see between 0 and 9. I think the Lakers pretty much roll tonight, and that's strictly because Dallas just hasn't been that good. Especially
they're hurt, Sean. They got no big. Davis is down. Gaffer's gone.
Yeah,
Lively.
they're going to be much, much better come playoff time. But right now, in this version of it, that's not going to go well.
Can I ask you a question about the Suns real quick?
Mhm.
Bull's starting again.
Yeah,
You want any Bull?
we are if the books actually give it to us.
Okay.
He's been coming off the bench, giving posts close to 20 minutes, and most books have given you 0 props.
Yeah, he's starting. So,
yeah, he's starting again. Bradley Beal's starting again. He's been a guy we've been tailing and playing for a little bit while. So I was trying to see if they're fit. If you would like to go on FanDuel, we got 14 guys in this game, and none of those are named Bull. So maybe MGM.
I'm checking Caesars because that's really the place.
Yeah, it's generally Caesars at MGM where you get the off-ball guys that get the play. Now, he's starting. He's not really off the ball tonight, but yeah, we'll see. And there's 3.
No one wants to offer him. No one wants to.
We'll dive into that. So what did you give on the YouTube short? So I know I gave you a couple things, so I didn't actually see it.
I did the Olynyk ladder and double. So the YouTube short was like, should I throw that in there?
No, it's fine. I mean, we can talk about it. Guys, we'll get to it when we'll wait. But yeah, I really like him tonight. I like his chances here, and I think the books are all mispriced on it. So I'm trying to see. Hey, we do have Bull on MGM. No,
we do.
All right. So
okay, that's a little surprising. We love us some Bull here. He seems to win us money every time he actually gets in a game, which is nice to see.
Yeah, the bigger question again always is Nick Richards. So Nick Richards is coming off a very, very good game where once again the Suns basically he had a double in hand. We were going to cash it, and then you just decided that what they've been doing to Nick Richards all along. It's okay. You're just never going to see the floor again. So he had 10 and 8 last time in 21 minutes. Didn't play a minute of the fourth quarter. Thought for sure he was going to get his number pretty easily. That wasn't the case because he didn't play. What we're going to be on Bull, and we'll take him right now. We'll go there and take his 5.5 rebounds.
Okay.
So 5.5 rebounds plus 110.
We don't want to mess with his points at 8.5.
I'm going to take it, but I'm not going to give that as a show play.
Okay. So we'll go Bull over 5.5 rebounds at plus 10. I'll throw that in the chat, guys, in a minute. That game doesn't start for a little while, but it's definitely there. And you just don't want to give out the points because you feel better about the rebounds and you want your numbers to be good. Let me see here.
Correct, but all these, it is being hammered. It is literally changing every time I press the button.
What, the point or the rebounds?
The line. I just locked it in at minus 105.
Okay. And then Bull 8.5 points minus 105.
Yeah, that's fine, man. I just took it for full because I had to get it. You tend to see it's easier to get things through when lines are moving.
Mm-hmm.
If you just do stake all.
Stake all. Okay.
So if you're staking all the bets that you have in the slip at the same amount.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, you can get things in through that. So.
He disappeared apparently. Bull's on 365 also if you can't get it. So the official play will be over 5.5 rebounds at plus 105 at MGM. Foxy's taking his points to the over. I'm tailing him on that, but not an official play there.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we'll ride some Bull tonight, especially versus the Grizzlies. We're going to miss plenty of shots. We'll get into that as well. It should be a very interesting game. So,
hey, if Tommy's around here, let me see here. Tommy Z, if he's around, Tommy, get your ass on the show. I sent you a link. If you can, if not, I want to let everybody know our our MMA boys are just crushing it. That's deep. If you haven't heard the pod, first of all, it's a pretty popular pod. It's a really good show. And Johnny and Tommy are just absolutely crushing. So for those of you with subscriptions, you'll get all their plays behind the paywall, nukethehouse.com. We got a code there, Nuke the NBA. You get 1 free week. Go to nukethehouse.com, sign up for any plan. 1 free week with the code Nuke the NBA. But that's deep, boys. Our MMA guys are just crushing it right now. All right, Foxy, where else we going, dude?
I was going to give a little bit of a break here while we wait. We get until the 8 o'clock game. So
I'm fine with that.
We're still waiting to see who's in, who's out kind of deal. We've got some rematches of games that people just played. So that's always fun. So
the Pelicans lineup is out. McCollum, Murphy, Zion, Olynyk, and Missy.
Yeah.
Spurs are going with Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox, Vassell, Barnes, Biyombo. Whatever happened to Bismack Biyombo?
That is Bismack Biyombo.
There he is.
He generally ends up signing a 10-day contract with a couple teams. I mean, he's played for the Grizzlies this year. He's played for somebody else as well. It's if you want a guy to just go up there, play defense, get rebounds, he does that.
That's
if
good.
You want him to score it all, he's just not going to do that.
That's not
going to be him. It really, since Wemby's gone out, Keldon Johnson is the play in that game. We're at 13.5 points. Like I said, these two teams literally just played the other night. In this game, the Spurs kind of been up and down. If you kind of looked at what you've been getting from Fox, it's kind of been a mixed bag. Pelicans beat them by 18. They started the same guys they're starting. Biyombo got a double-double. He's a sneaky guy if you want to sometimes play that bet, especially when you're playing the Pels. We've talked about the Pels all year. Their inability to basically guard the paint. Now, I thought that was going to be a bigger game for Jeremy Sohan last time. They did not play him. I think if they're smart, they should increase his minutes, but so far they have not done that in any game. So there, Fox was atrocious. He was 3 of 16 that game. So wasn't much really to look for. Olynyk was a beast. He had a double-double, 14 and 15, plus 700 tonight. Something I'm on. We talked about that. That's on the YouTube short. I like Olynyk's points. I like Olynyk's rebounds. I think we're going to get plenty of theirs. Troy Murphy is a guy that's been on fire. He's the reason, really, they traded Brandon Ingram. Because they basically just said, we can't keep this kid off the floor. And he shoots better from 3. He's better defensively. He's not a better passer. Even though his assists, though, we've been playing every day. So I played Murphy's assist at over 4.5. I played Murphy's rebounds at over 5.5. The play that we've given for the Discord is we've played his rebounds assist at over 10.5. Because I think both are going to go over. So I don't think I'm going to have any issue. Just in case if one doesn't go over, as long as I can get one extra and him just be slightly off, we should be fine. But we've been playing that 4.5 for a long time. So
right, let me go find that. So we're just rebounds, assists. We'll go with Murphy. He's sitting at 10.5 at -20.
Yep.
That's fine. And you can get that at FanDuel still. You can get it at DraftKings -25. The best number you're going to get is at Sugar House Bet Rivers, 10.5 -117. Just to throw out the best number for you guys. But yeah, I'll be on Trey Murphy with you. I really like where we are in that Pelican Spurs game. It's kind of a fun game tonight.
Yeah, it should be a pretty interesting game. I think there's
entertaining.
I want to bet Zion, but I'm not betting Zion at 25.5.
No, because it opened at 23.5, 22.5.
I mean, if you can get right when that's the only thing you can play. The reason why is he doesn't get all the minutes in the world. He's not getting 30 minutes, and that's on purpose. And they're just trying to keep him healthy. I mean, quite frankly, he doesn't come into the fourth quarter until like 5 minutes left of the game. So if you need a fourth quarter run from him, it's highly unlikely a lot of times that you're going to get that. But there's some things we'll look at and we'll play as we dive into these 8:00 games. I mean, obviously we just dove into that one. We're on Keldon Johnson. What did we say? 13.5 points, I believe, is what I get this morning. So there, I like Memphis to win this game, but it should be a very interesting game. So there are some other things I'm still trying to look at from that perspective.
Okay, so a few things for everybody. First of all, smash the like button. We appreciate that. Throw your best bets in the chat. Mel threw her best bets in there. D Money is on the other side of Mel and that Rangers Islanders game. He likes the Oilers Rangers money line. Mel still has a game coming up where she just likes the Islanders money line. I believe they're at home, getting slightly plus money there. What up, Pretzel? D Money, Tommy, Daniel, Mel. Good to see everybody. More people will be rolling in. Smash that like button and sign up for our subscribe. Smash the bell. Subscribe to the Nuke the House YouTube channel as well. I gotta talk about this Lakers Mavs game though. Let's discuss this for a couple of minutes because it's the game du jour, right? And there have been some monster games. Did you know Charles Barkley back in '96? Everybody thought he was washed up after he was traded from the Spurs. That dude had 20 points and 33 rebounds against the Suns when he was with the Rockets in his first revenge game. 20 and 33. As much as everybody makes fun of the round mound of rebound, the guy was amazing. I'm not seeing many triple doubles here, but Kareem had 30, 20, and 9 blocks and 5 assists. The only question for me is, does Luka get the assist tonight? Because he's going to get the boards in my eyes. He's going to get the points. You know that LeBron knows this is special for him. The rest of his teammates know it's special for him. So how do we want to attack this game? And we'll break it down later on because it's a later game, but just want to get some quick thoughts from you about Luka and the rest of that Lakers Mavs game tonight, Fox.
I mean, I think it's going to be kind of interesting. You also got, at times, you got to see kind of who he's guarding. Yes, he's going to get his rebounds. He's going to be able to get that. Probably a chance. I mean, if you want to take that bite on the triple double, I mean, the triple doubles plus 310.
You could still, that's not a really good number though.
It's not a great number for triple double, but if we think it's really a Luka, you're betting, can he get 2 more extra assists tonight?
Correct.
Can he get 2 extra assists and 1 rebound? Because if you gave me him 9 and 9, I would bet it every game. But the books aren't going to give you that. They're going to make you basically go. So what I'm going to do in that game is the same thing we've been doing, and there's no reason to deviate from that game, is we're going to take LeBron over 7.5 rebounds at minus 120.
Should I throw these in the chat now?
Yeah, you can throw these in the chat. I'm taking Luka over 9.5 rebounds.
Okay.
And I'll tell you on the triple double, but I'm not going to give it as a play. But
okay, yeah. I mean, because it's my play. Who the hell knows? But listen, I got it at 4-1 today. I would shop around. There's got to be a better number than plus 310.
Yeah, the issue you have in this game is that this game ends up to be like the last Dallas game where it's a 25-point game and none of the guys play in the fourth quarter. Which, quite frankly, I won't be shocked. And I said I think Dallas punts this game. I think they literally will just go, okay, well, it's not really going to matter.
So why are we betting on anything in this game if you think they're going to punt?
Because I think all that stuff's going to come in 3 quarters.
Wow.
I don't think there's a question with that. Because I think these guys are going to push it even because of the revenge factor that you're looking like. Christie went out last week. It was the first week where he didn't actually score any points. Clay was horrendous over the weekend. Maybe he comes out and has a better night. Again, Lakers can't play any defense. And if you want to think they can, challenge you to go back and look at the Denver game again. And the reason why I sit there and say that is I'm so pissed at Malone because that should have been an easy strategy to beat that defense. And for whatever reason, he never adjusted. And what I mean by this is the same thing I said 2 weeks ago when the trade happens. What is Lakers going to do? They're going to put 5 guys inside the paint. So the 2 guys are playing close. Everybody else is right on the edge in there, and they're double teaming Jokic whenever he got the ball. Well, when you do that, you have a guy behind him that's going to be wide open every time, or you have a guy that's on the corner that's going to be open. Because after that, you don't have any other guys. So if they're playing in the first half, he went cross court to Aaron Gordon on the basically extended baseline right there each time, and Gordon kept on getting dunks. Second half, the low man stayed home, took away the Gordon pass. All you had to do was shift another guy to the top of the key and overload the side that Jokic was on every time, and someone would have had a wide open three every single time they double team. And for whatever reason, he never did it. They kept on going back for Jokic trying to jam it through to the other side, and all the Lakers did just jam up the paint. And then the one thing you look at that game, I don't know why, Michael Porter, Christian Braun, every guy seemed to be falling back on their threes. Well, he does that all the time. When he loses his form, you watch his back kind of goes up like this, and he's shooting kind of falling back like this, like he's trying to shoot over somebody. But he needs to remember he's 6'8", 6'9". He can shoot at him, but over there's no reason for it. And the Lakers basically said, we're going to live and die off the three. There are teams that shoot the three very well. If you do this versus Dallas, Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, if PJ Washington plays, if Max Christie, if he's forced to play because PJ Washington doesn't, are going to drill the three in their eye a bunch. This idea where they were just going to pound the paint. Now, Dallas has no inside game, so the Lakers should not play that defense tonight. They shouldn't at all in any way, shape, or form. But the one thing you have to be looking at with the Lakers and been really impressed on is we're going to go back to Austin Reeves. So we're going to play Austin Reeves points. I'm shocked that it's not over 20 tonight. I kind of expected it to be based on his last couple of games. But yeah.
Austin Reeves points 17.5 minus 22 at FanDuel. That is the best number you're going to get. It's 18.5 everywhere else right now with very little juice, but 17.5, or would you take the 18.5 since you don't think it's a 20, since you think it should be a 20?
I'm playing the 17.5. And then you can take the 18.5 if you want. I'm just going to play. 19 is a number I don't like to bet. If I'm going to bet 19, I might as well just bet 20. And I don't know the reason why, but not a lot of guys, for whatever reason, stop at 19. You watch any back score and go see guys who scored 19. I don't know if it's just a little extra. They want to say, oh, I got 20 tonight. For whatever reason, doesn't make any sense to me, but it doesn't happen. If you want to do that, the other side of the bet, which is a better number, if you want to take the points and assist at 23.5, at minus 105, if you don't want to pay the juice, because I bet the assist over as well. And I got plus money on that.
Is the assist official play?
The assists are official play, yes.
Okay, so the assists have now moved to 5.5 everywhere.
Correct.
Did you get it at 4.5 or 5.5?
Let me see what I posted.
Oh, you already posted that. Okay,
I haven't posted it. I haven't posted it. I bet it. It's 5.5. Yes,
that's what you bet it at.
Correct. I was playing to
so Reeves assists and Reeves points are the two plays that we're throwing out here. Let me find his assists. Yeah, Reeves assists over 5.5 plus 14.
Yep.
Let's
He's
do it.
been running the second unit. He's been the primary scorer. Like his chances.
Boom. Bets in. All right, I'll put those two in there too. Austin Reeves. And again, you can get all of our plays earlier in the day before the lines move. We don't just do NBA. We got NHL. We got MMA, NASCAR, huge NASCAR guys. We got our NASCAR betting preview show right after this show, right when it ends, betting preview show. Check it out. And again, the MMA boys, Tommy, Johnny, killing it right now. Baseball's coming up. Maddie's got his futures in there. But if you want all the plays, when Fox and everybody else posts them, nukethehouse.com, free week, nuke the NBA with that code, or $59.99 a month if you already use your code, $19.99 a week. Foxy. Any college you want tonight?
Yeah, I was going to get to that right now. So It's going to come as a shocker.
You've been on fire. So I'm going to say you're on Bradley tonight, not having talked to you yet. Do they even play?
I'm not on Bradley tonight, but you are in the right conference.
Okay.
We are taking Illinois State minus 1.5.
Ooh, when does that game start?
8:00.
Oh, we got we got about 5 minutes till tip off then. Okay. What did we get the Reeves points at too? 17.5, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yep.
Okay. Let me get everybody the best place to get the Illinois State bet -1.5. Illinois State, not a great place to be. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Not a great place. North.
The game just got dropped from FanDuel.
What? Illinois State?
Yeah.
Maybe there's some illegal stuff going on right now. Who knows?
No,
you can get it -10 just about everywhere. So if you go to DK, BetMGM, wherever.
They do that all the time. They just like for a while you couldn't get the Drake game. At one point, I was like literally going on Saturday, going, where did the game go? Yeah, it's on DK. So.
There you go.
Okay.
I am going to bet that right now. Illinois State -1.5.
And then when I don't like anything till we kind of move on. Some of the later games.
Okay. All of the bets are in. Well, let's see where we're going right now. Cleveland's beating up Orlando 23-11. 3 minutes left in the first quarter there. Outside of Paolo, there's not a lot going on in this game. Paolo's got 6 points and a rebound. Donovan Mitchell's got 2, 2, and 1. Actually, you know what? DeAndre Hunter, great pickup there. 9 points and a rebound. But outside of Hunter, Boncaro, and Strus, who has 6 points, nobody's really putting up any points yet. Celtics on top of the Raptors. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first half. A lot going on here. You're on RJ Barrett's something. Points?
We're on his points and his threes. He's at 1-3 and he's at 11 points. So both are 11
points already. So you're doing good. I got the personal bet. Tatum over 14.5 rebounds and assists. He's got 11 right now.
Yep.
So I like to see that. Derek White has 12. Jaylen Brown has 11, 4, and 4. And we've got games starting up in the NBA that Foxy really already broke down. Phoenix, Memphis, talk about Bowl. A lot going on in the Spurs, New Orleans game. And then Milwaukee, Houston tonight.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that.
What's going on with the Rockets, man? What's going on? On one hand, I see the Pistons are going psycho. They're playing great basketball. On the other hand, the Rockets just kind of falling apart here. They got to get Van Vliet back.
Well, I think you got several different guys. I mean, you're still trying to figure out how to incorporate Smith. If you look at Smith gave you what you wanted to give you. So as your he as the number 2 pick in the draft, Smith gave out his first game. He hit 4 threes and he had 16 points coming back, and he really helped them compete. Then he comes back 2 nights later and he gave them 1 point. So the inconsistency, and he's going to have to get his legs to get back, and he's going to have to be playing a little bit more versus a Bucks team who is hurting tremendously with the loss of Bobby Portis from the bench. Kuzma's come in and played pretty well. Giannis has been on a minutes restriction the last couple of games. Quite frankly, Houston's just, you have some of the issues that they've had before. They can't hold leads. Fourth quarter, giving up leads down the stretch. They've been terrible when they were one of the best teams in the league. You've had very good games. Jalen Green's playing well, but he's not playing as well as he was earlier in the year.
You all right, buddy?
According to everything, all my tests at the hospital last night, I am. So, yeah.
As long as you don't have AIDS, you're doing good. Full blown, that'd be bad.
No, I had some chest pain last night, and so
God.
got out from the hospital around 4 a.m. So,
Jesus.
So it's been a long day for me. But
were you placing bets from the hospital?
I want to take it. I believe what really caused it was the fact that the Hornets went from 9 points in the fourth quarter to 36 in 2.5 minutes.
That's why your heart started hurting?
That's what I'm equating it to. But we ran some tests and all kinds of stuff. So
as long as you could
for
joke
the most
about
part,
it, that's
everything's
good.
fine. Yeah.
Hey, let me say hey to a couple people in the chat. Viper, how are you, pal? Viper's on a ton of plays tonight in the NHL. He's posting -1s in there all the time. Dallas, Washington, Carolina money lines. Says he might get punched in the balls, but he's already on them pre-flop. It's just money, right? Hey, it's fun, and we try and win you money, so it's more fun. Yep. We've got Mel, Canes, and Miko already down 2-zip. Miko did break the Canes, you're right. Our boy Matty, come on, talk some baseball with us, pal. He's got all of his baseball futures out there. Baseball spring training games well underway. Season coming up in less than a month. Hit the bell, please, and thank you is what he says. Gerardo's in the house, and so is LH Grant and Clunan.
No, Grant, the official diagnosis was right now I've got too much fluid around my heart. So
Jesus,
I've got to
Fox.
follow up cardio.
Take care of yourself.
Well, I am. My health has always been no health issues, no nothing. And I've been having these pains in the side of my chest, but they're more towards the under armpit. And it kind of was a little bit in some ways kind of a really bad timing because my primary care doctor just went to VIP. I don't know if you're aware, but a lot of primary carers as they get later in age are just going to a VIP concierge type practice.
Yeah.
So essentially, if you want to pay a monthly fee to see your doctor, then more care, things of that nature, then they can do that, but allows them to have less patients later in their years. So, and you get more personalized service, but I didn't really want to pay for that. So I had a new general practitioner was my goal to go to and schedule this cardiologist, but the general practitioners all said, well, we could see you in June. So I have a June appointment to see them. So at that point I was trying to so how do you set up a thing where do I just call a cardiologist and say, I don't want this to be like a pulled muscle or something? Because it's all at the side. It wasn't in my chest, but last night, right after that game, I got a massive pain in the middle of my chest. And at that point, I went to the hospital.
So Matt wants to know, he thinks it's for me eating ketchup with well-done steak. And I'm kind of with him.
I do think there. So more pericardial stuff. So for the most part, it's nothing to really worry about.
I'll tell you what my program director in Washington, D.C. said. Said, if you're ever going to kill yourself or die, make sure you do it on air for ratings.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say that to you, though. Don't go dying on us. How about that?
Yeah.
It was always comforting. He's like, if you're going to kill yourself, just do it on the air. So, everybody, we can get some ratings out of it. You know what I'm saying? It was very selfless of him to say that to me. Let's get back to some betting now, but I'm glad you're okay.
Before you really know Giannis's minutes, you can't really bet Milwaukee. If he's going to continue to only get 24 minutes a game, I'd rather take his points live and kind of see where they are. Because right now, 27.5, it's highest it's ever been, which kind of leads you to believe they don't believe that's a minutes restriction. Because if that minutes restriction is not there, Giannis is going to eat tonight because this Phoenix team, this Houston's major squad, they can't stop anybody from scoring in the paint. So major issues with that. So at this point, I'm just kind of on some personal bets, but nothing original. We've hit Phoenix in there. I'm also personally on Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. I'm laying off Nick Richards tonight because who knows how many minutes he's actually going to get to play. So
we're off for Nick Richards. So I want to say this in college basketball, because we do college basketball. Fox threw out his play already. If you're a subscriber, go check it out in the chat. If you missed it, you missed it, and you're not a subscriber. But Florida tonight, most bet team -6.5 at Georgia. Right now, UGA leads Florida 51-35. Third-ranked team in the nation, down 16 on the road.
I don't want to bet SEC games for the most part. I mean, they're just nuts.
That's what you say. Don't do it. You constantly say, don't do it. These teams are just, it's crazy, man. It's like divisional, like NFL divisional games. It doesn't matter how good one team or bad one team is. They just seem to get crazy sometimes.
Georgia seems to play teams very well at home. The only other play I'm on is I'm on Duke minus 30.
Duke minus 30 because they're playing Miami.
Well, they're playing Miami, and if you've been watching this Duke team, they've been just drubbing teams, especially at home.
They're up by 15 on the road.
Correct. They're coming off drubbing Illinois by, 40, 43?
Mm-hmm.
Then they drubbed Virginia in a game where Virginia doesn't score. You know where Virginia goes. So that was 22. Stanford, they beat by 30. So me getting a plus number on minus 30, I didn't think was too bad of an idea.
I think it's a 25.5 now. And I'm just wondering if I should jump. How do you feel about the bet? Night you're already in on it.
I wanted them to be up by at least 15. The key things there, Duke has almost zero foul trouble whatsoever in this game. Flag's got 11 points to start with.
It's going to be a blow. You'll have guys in garbage time, though, probably the last 5 minutes of the game.
Correct. That's going to be the sweat, but I still think every guy on Duke's team's better than what you have on Miami.
Even the bench players that'll come in.
Yes. Miami's bench players are walk-ons.
Well,
they're non-scholarship guys for the most part. I mean, once you get past 7 guys.
God, Larinaga just screwed them so bad.
Well, again, when you hear the stories and you listen to there, I don't have any issue with what Larinaga did. I really don't. I think it was just to sit there and go, okay, he's not dealing with. And in his age, he doesn't want to deal with it. So I will say I was proud that your Kansas did actually come to a win.
Hey, buddy.
They beat Iowa State. They did not get my 14.5, but I had to play the 14.5 just because.
Oklahoma State,
yes.
And then they beat Colorado last night. This is still a team that's a disaster, man.
Yeah, they did circle the wagons.
They're in the tournament. Like, they're 500 in the conference. They're going to the tournament. The question is, are they going to be a 5 or 6 or a 7 seed?
Oh.
That's where they are. Is there anyone that has live triple-double props from LH Grant? That is a hell of a question, LH. That is not something that I have tried to bet before. Let me find out for you, though. Go through all your books, and I would just go through like live player combos. I get points, rebounds, assists, but I don't see triple doubles. I normally do not see them, and I always look at triple double numbers, especially on nights that Jokic is playing, and then you find him, and half the time the freaking number is like minus 200 now. But there's got to be a place where you can find a triple double in game. I'm just not sure where that is. ESPN does, Matt. Thank you, Matt. Well, there you go. LH Grant, listen to Matt. Matt says ESPN has live in-game triple doubles. I wasn't aware of that. I'm going to go check that out right now. Live double is what he's saying. Is what ESPN. We're looking for triple doubles. So I guess the guy to look at would be Tatum. If you're going to get a live triple double prop, you're going to find it. Yeah, I see double. I do not see a triple double on ESPN. No triple doubles in game on ESPN, just double doubles. So I'm not sure where they might play that. The only Bet Rivers doesn't do a good job in game of those types of wagers. Anywhere else in the NBA that we could do in-game triple doubles? I'm just not familiar with it, Sean.
So in-game triple doubles can be found in FanDuel sometimes.
Really? Sometimes.
In the first quarter, in the first quarter, you can almost find it all the times, but you're only finding it on 1 or 2 guys. ESPN is probably the best one if you want to like still get the whole team.
But they only do double doubles. They're only offering double doubles.
Well, they gray it out and but yeah, sometimes it's available, sometimes it's not. It's hit or miss. But so if you go into where we've been playing around with the popular in FanDuel, and the very first drop down says you generally will have live player quarter props. Then above that, you'll get live player props. And that will be like the outrageous to score 30 points and 10 rebounds. It's basically a bunch of combo bets that trying to get you for big money. And then they'll have so-and-so to score a triple-double. So LeBron is always there in the first quarter. Luka's there in the games that it's been. So there's times I'll just throw a couple bucks on it and nothing big on that just to kind of see.
LH was looking at Tatum. Yeah, I think that's gone. I don't even think the number would be that good anymore. LH.
You're not gonna get that anywhere for the most part in the third quarter.
He's almost there. He needs an assist and 5 rebounds, and he's at halftime.
Yeah, that's not going to be.
Actually, he almost cashed my 14.5 over rebounds and assists. He's at 14 at halftime. What a stud. What an absolute. Yeah, you're not going to find it.
Well, we talked about Boston before. Boston is really kind of just putting their foot down and starting to play like the championship team they are and showing, hey, we're still the best in the East, and the other teams are just pretending. I don't see any issue with them being able to kind of just pull away from most of these games. That's why Boston money line is almost a lock right now to throw in parlays and different things. I'm on the -11 personally in this game. But you could get plus 19.5 in this game at like -320, where I took that as a hedge with the Lakers money line.
So, okay. So
and I can hedge off that if I need to.
Let's look at the futures though. If you're talking about the Boston Celtics, and if you got any best bets, you want to ask some questions, you want to brag, you want to feel sad, go throw something in the chat. We'll be happy to talk about your best bets or questions if you have for bets coming up. But the Celtics are the favorite to win it all at plus 220. But the best number you can find on the Thunder is also plus 220. The Cavaliers are 7-1. The Nuggets you can get at 16-1. Just worry about the defense there. 24-1 for the Knicks, 18-1 for the Lakers. So the Lakers are starting to creep up now. The Warriors feeling the flow with Jimmy Butler in town at 37-1. Talk to me here. And then the Grizzlies at 40-1. We discuss this, I feel like, once a week, but the lines always move. Is there any reason you would bet on the Celtics or the Thunder at basically 2-1 to win it?
No, you don't bet futures 2-1.
No.
And I would never give out a future at 2-1. If you want to bet that, I mean, your better bet would be just betting that that's the championship team, like that's the matchup, or just betting them overall. Well, Holiday and Porzingis are out tonight. Well, sorry, Porzingis is not, but Holiday is out. Porzingis was a scratch. He'll probably miss the next game.
Tim D throwing a bet in there. Drew Holiday and Porzingis are different makers. If they get cooking, the Celtics will be unstoppable. Tim says they're kind of getting old. Matty says 18-1 on the Lakers.
I would want 50-1 on the Lakers.
5-0.
The Lakers are not getting. I take 10-1 that they get past the first round. I don't think they have any shot at all to go to advance in the playoffs. It's a different game. The game's gonna be there. It's gonna be more half court. They continually still will not have any defensive presence at all. There's games, and I see no issue with the Lakers advancing past any of these teams that have real bigs. Like I can't wait that the matchup to be the Mavs versus the Lakers, because I would love that matchup with everybody back, because I will be so much on the Mavs it'll be unbelievable. Yeah, Columbus to make the playoffs is a good bet there. And hockey, we it's time, so we'll see how that works. I obviously I'm not a fan of the Lakers. I'm not a big proponent. I just don't see. I don't see this team the way it's set up winning long term. Also, if they get any type of injury, they're in major trouble. And I'm not even talking to the best guys. I'm talking like Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura. If any of those guys get injured or get in foul trouble in a playoff game, good luck. If Jared Vanderbilt was basically, for the most part, fouling guys on every play and never getting any call. I joked around in the first quarter of that Denver game. In some ways, it looked like the fix was in. That you had more calls being called on Denver at home in a game where Denver was playing more aggressively, going to the hole, versus the Lakers were doing like nothing. Yes. That would be the only way to me where the Lakers advance, but I don't think the league would do that. So who knows? Cleveland is destroying Orlando. So Mobley's off to a nice start. He's 11-5 right now. He's got one.
Yeah, they're up 39-22. There's just under 9 minutes to go in the first half. He's going to get to 10 rebounds in 3 quarters. You got to think. I mean, we're 3 minutes into the second quarter. He's already got 5.
Yep.
So the double of plus money seems to be a cash cow. You give that out. Do you just blind bet that at this point where you're like, all right, Cleveland's playing, I'm going Mobley double?
No, because there are times when Garland plays, he doesn't technically generally go after the boards, but I think a couple things are going to play. Defensive rebounds is a big thing that people are looking at for DPOY. So I think he's going after it a little bit harder for that because he's got a very good chance to win this. I don't believe that he should be. I even gave a little tweet out for Guild to try to get some inside votes to going through. That's like, I don't know why everyone loves a block. Everyone loves a block from a defense category. They're like, oh, he leads the league in blocks. He leads the league in defensive rating. He leads the league in defense field percentage because he's big and he's tall. Blocks don't guarantee you the possession. There's only one defensive stat that carries the possession. That should be overweighted than every other category. What category is that? Is steals. Because when you steal the ball, you have the ball. You ended that team's possession. Maybe blocks take your heart out sometimes because guys get a little bit second guessing when they're taking shots. So maybe it leads to future shots that are missed. But the steal itself from a defensive standpoint should be the highest thing that you look for. If you look at this OKC team, one of the reasons OKC kills because they've got the leaders in steals. They're not leading the league, but they're up there in the top 20 with like 4 guys. So the more steals you get, the more run out to get. The more run out you get, the more layups you get, the more open shots you get. So, yeah.
So anybody that had Kristaps Porzingis tonight, I don't think he saw the floor, so maybe you'll get your money back. But he was ruled out at halftime. And I didn't see anything on him. He was sick. It just says there was an illness. But he's sick. And then if you wanted to attack that, Peyton Pritchard starting the second half here ahead of Torrey Craig, by the way. But I think we just stay away from that situation. This game, the Celtics are only up by 6. There's no live targets to me on the Celtics side. None whatsoever. Maybe on the Raptors side, you're already on RJ Barrett, though. You're on Barrett's points. This might be a game just to stay away from at this point.
Things that you'd want to look at would be like if you wanted to take a shot on Jacoby Walter to get 10 points at 800 at 8-1.
Okay.
Like if you wanted to throw $5 on that. Because as this game gets out of hand, which is what it looks like it's happening, Walter and Shed and those guys are going to get extra minutes. They're going to finish the game, which is going to be just a run up and down the floor. Wide open shots. Did you hit your shot or did you not hit your shot? So if you want to make a small play on that, that probably has validity. Other than that, I generally kind of look for Sam Hauser, but Sam Hauser started, so you're not going to get Sam Hauser to score 10 points. And those type things, or if you just want to look at guys to score a third quarter. But, I mean, it's only a 7-point game. It's not like they're up 13. So I thought they were up a lot more than this.
No, it's not a complete.
No, that's the Cavs games. That's a blowout. Yes.
Yeah, the Cavs game. That was a 6-point game I think we were just talking about with the Celtics, right? Yeah, 68-62, so 6-point game again. Derek White, Brown, Tatum, Pritchard, all in double figures on the Celtics side. But the Raptors done a good job hanging in there. No, quite. Despite shooting 17% behind the arc, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how they're in this game down 6. How the hell are they in this game? I guess shooting 50.
You have to understand this team is built to play with the Celtics. That's how they're building this team. If you 100% look, that's how they're saying, how do we stop the Celtics? We have 6, 7 small forwards. They've got 4, and quickly. If they could get a center that could actually like play with Porzingis, like Hurdle's a good center. He's a solid guy there, but he's not going to be a guy that's going to win you a championship. But Barnes, RJ Barrett, eventually Brandon Ingram, those type guys have length, they got size. Chris Boucher, all those guys are designed to make the Celtics harder to score. And they've generally played the Celtics pretty well. I will give you that.
Who is the best coach in the NBA? Thunder coach, Cavs?
Taylor Hendricks is exceptional. At Memphis is one of the guys I really like. Aduka is very good at Houston. Excuse me. I like the Boston coach, the name, but again, you don't know how good he is because he was given a wealth of riches. So to say he's the great coach when you have arguably one of the best stacked teams that there's been, who you've got, 6 guys who shoot over 30% from 3.
Well, Kenny Atkinson of the Cavs is the overwhelming favorite. I mean,
he is. He's
plus 140. Missoula and Budenholzer are 8-1. No,
that's done. You can bet Kenny Atkinson has won that. But if you just told me who the best coach is, that's different than Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year is what he's done with this Cavs team. That's been over since December. But the key thing, if you want to bet anything, and I keep telling you, and you keep not ignoring me, but you're going to wake up and say, I missed 3-1 money, is Trae Young to win clutch.
All right. I'm not going to ignore you anymore. I'm going to bet it right now.
Because if you've been watching, Trae Young leads the league in clutch points.
They're not going to give it to Jokic?
Again, the only way they give to Jokic is what we talked about. Is this award going to be the de facto, hey, you didn't win the MVP, so we're going to turn around. But if they actually go by clutch statistics, what are clutch statistics? Points scored in the last 5 minutes of the game. By a large margin, you know who scores the most clutch points? When the score is less than 5 and it's in the last 5 minutes of the game, the most clutch points in the league is Trae Young. And it's not even close.
Why did they come up with this? What's the reason? What's the reason, the rationale behind?
Well, that's the 100% question. Is why did they come up with it? Because it's like, who's the most clutch player at the end of the game? I mean, to me, it's just another award. Like, you come up with most outstanding player in football, but you did that because the MVP became a quarterback award.
So this is the third year they're giving it, right?
I don't believe so.
Hold on a second. I'm looking it up right now. NBA Clutch Player of the Year is given to the player who best comes through for his teammates in the clutch. The winner gets the Jerry West Trophy. De'Aaron Fox, Steph Curry, the first 2 winners.
Curry, yes.
Steph Curry? So 2 point guards have won it.
Correct. So
in the 2 years.
You want to sit there and say, if you look at the category, it's when your team is within 5 points, up 5, down 5, whatever. Points scored in the last 5 minutes of game are considered clutch points. Because at that point, it's a winnable game on either side.
I mean,
so when you sit there and look at clutch player stats, and I'll pull them up real quick here.
I mean, we've got Jokic at plus 230 and Young at plus 310. What's the problem with betting both of those?
Well, Jokic was minus 105 when we talked about this last week.
Yeah. But now we can get both and secure a profit.
You can. Because there's a third player that's coming into that is Jalen Brunson. And the reason you want to sit there and say, if you want to look at clutch player stats and you say, why are they point guards? At the end of the game, who has the ball in their hands? So
Point guards.
Point guards, correct. So their chance of scoring, and if they're very good and elite point guards, then that's a pretty high chance that they're going to score. So, yeah.
God, but Jokic, I mean, again, you're talking about him being at minus money last week. I don't understand what moves the number is the problem. Like, I want to tell you, sure. But I'd also like to know what the hell I'm betting. And you're telling me, and I get it. You're telling me what this is. This is for the most clutch player out there. But how have the voters looked at it then? So they had Fox and Curry. They're just giving it to point guards. Is that why? Because they got the ball in their hands? Why?
Well, they generally get the most clutch points. So I mean,
but there's Jokic who gets all the clutch points for the Nuggets
at times, but they
or the clutch
won in their 9-win game record. They weren't most of those games weren't close. So yes, they won those games, but he wasn't really getting clutch points.
So another bet here we talked about last week was the defensive player of the year with Wemby going down. Triple J was minus 115 and Mobley was plus 15. And now Jackson's plus 20 and plus 130 for Mobley. So the market, and I hit the Mobley there just because he was still at plus money and I thought it was a coin flip.
Yep. We talked about that. You said, is that a solid? I mean, it's going to go back and forth. So the reason I believe that is flipped because Mobley had a much better game than JJ when they played up against each other.
Okay.
Mobley had more blocks, but JJ had more steals. They actually both ended up that game at 3-3. 2 steals, 1 block for JJ, 3 blocks for Mobley. Again, the books do not like the word the steal. That's my argument for Daniels is the steal. But Mobley has taken that lead because he looked better. JJ was in foul trouble the entire game until the very end where the refs basically came out and said they weren't going to foul him out. He had 2 or 3 really close calls in that game that he should have been fouled out towards the end and didn't.
Hey, just let me just say this for Eddie Money here. What book has clutch? I know BetMGM has it. It's just not up right now.
Miami's up 31.
Oh,
I mean, Duke is
up 31. Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you for getting me on that live. I appreciate that. But
we'll see how it comes to the end. But yeah,
I got him at 25.5. I got a little cushion from where you're at. But
Tatum got your 14.5.
Beautiful. Put it on the board. Thank you, Jason Tatum. 14.5 rebounds and assists, and they're early in the third there. So he just halfway through the third, he just blew through that. He's got 15, 5, and 10. What a stud. Does he get enough credit for being as great as he is?
He hasn't.
Only 26.
He hasn't been that great this year. When I mean by that, if you go back, you look at before the All-Star game,
okay,
or probably before the end of January, Brown outscored him in almost every game. Brown outplayed him in almost every game, and actually was the better player. Then you kind of got to the just in February, the clock hit, and the Celtics have gone on the run. Why have they gone on the run? Because Tatum looks like he cares more. There's more energy being played. It's not just ho-hum, let me fire up a 3. And he's playing better. And all of a sudden, Tatum's back to outscoring Brown every game now. Again, you've got a Batman Robin situation there that is nobody else in the league has. Tatum is an exceptional player. I do also always wonder how Tatum would have done in the old era, because I think the power forwards of those days would have beat the crap out of him. They're bigger, stronger. He would have had much difficult issues. So far, the Pelicans have decided not to play basketball tonight. They have 8 points. Olynyk does have 3 rebounds, but they have 8 points.
All right, so hold on a second. Olynyk is the big play because you gave that to me in the shorts to go for. Let's see here. I got him at 6. I got him at 7. I got him at 8. I got him at 9. I got him at 10. So I laddered him from 6 to 10 on rebounds. He's got 3 in the first 9 minutes.
Yeah, we're fine from that perspective. Yes,
but he ain't scoring. The double was a sprinkle and a long shot, anyways. Yeah. But what the hell's going on with Murphy?
Well,
the whole team's got 8 points in 9 minutes of the game.
That's what I said. Murphy's 0 for 4 and he shoots 3. So we'll see how this works out. I don't think they're going to end the game at 32 points.
You don't think they're going to end up scoring 32 points?
No,
you think they'll score less than 32 points in this game?
No, yeah. I'll bet you 10 to 1 that they scored more than 32 points.
That's it? That's all you're giving me is 10 to 1? That's like 1,000, 10,000 to 1.
Yeah.
When's the last time an NBA team didn't get to 32 points? I don't think it's ever happened. Even in the 90s. When the final score is 65-64.
We got Bol scoring 8 points already.
Yes. Let's go, Bol.
Only 1 rebound, though. That's the only downside.
All right, he'll get there. All right, so that's Phoenix, Memphis. Let me catch it. A little bit scatterbrained tonight. Not a surprise for me, but
I'm going to go
Bol's points and Bol's rebounds. Right? So he needs to get us 11 points, I think. 10 or 11 points.
Yeah.
And then we need him to get 6 rebounds. He's got 1 right now, but we're in the first quarter still. So I'm not worried about Bol. I'm feeling the flow with Bol. Evan Mobley, with 1 minute and 55 seconds left in the first half, we need him to get a double. He's got 11 and 6. So, again, that's looking sexy. Wagner has 2 rebounds. I think you bet him at 6. I don't think I got on that number.
That number was there, but Wagner can come back as long as they keep this within distance.
Again, it's 16 points.
Most of your power forwards and centers get their rebounds on missed free throws. It's amazing how much that happens.
Huh. So you target bad free throw shooting teams?
There are times I do, yes. And late in games, yes.
So live betting strategy would be targeting rebounds for a player against a team that does not shoot free throws well. I'm learning.
Yep, Wagner gets his 3rd, so it's fine. We go to halfway there, so we'll take that.
Okay. San Antonio and New Orleans. The Pelicans just got another 3 points. So good stuff there. If anybody bet the over on Williamson points, he's got 2 in the first quarter. He's on the bench, so he'll probably end up with 2 in the first quarter.
Yep.
His former girlfriend, that porn star Mariah Mills, ugh. I don't know, just too many implants in her butt. Like, you would think 1's enough, right? But she just can't get enough of it. It's just, this is one of those situations she probably needs to buy 2 seats on a plane. And I'm looking at her, I'm thinking she might need to start buying 3. But it's just because of the implants. Has nothing to do anything else. Mel saying the Flyers are 3 goals. That's great. Matt, are we going to bet Bronny points later tonight? Ooh.
Yes. Probably.
Really? We're still betting Bronny points because the blowout factor, huh?
If they give me 2 points at plus 100, we're betting it.
Okay.
I'm just telling you that. If it was minus 170, no, I'm not betting it. But if it's 2 points versus like 5 guys from the G League, I mean, Jaden Hardy, know those guys. I mean, yeah, we're betting it.
Eddie Money and Maddie are saying, what about Dyson Daniels for defender? They're not giving it to a point guard very often.
Again, a lot of teams take into account, and quite frankly, and this was my argument. This was my argument to Gil when I wrote my tweet. Steals to me is more important, should be rated more. If you add steals and blocks of all the 3 contenders, Dyson Daniels beats them by 37.
Okay.
As of Saturday. However, for whatever reason, that doesn't seem to matter. Because all you do is talk about how many blocks Daniels get and how many blocks Mobley gets. Even though Daniels will equal them in steals. And by the way, Daniels is actually starting to get blocks too. It's almost right now a block a game for his last couple games. So again, there's a couple factors that I tried to play into this, and He only can tweet for so long.
Yeah.
On most power forwards that they go up against on a nightly basis, they're only shooting what? 6-7 times a game. If your other team does not have a stud, like Jason Tatum is not playing power forward, they're what? Contesting 7 shots, maybe 8 shots, really from their man. I mean, they come over all the time and give help defense, of course, but versus a guard who is going to probably go against another team guard who's going to shoot probably 12 to 15 times a game. So to say, okay, well, he got me one. He's shooting from longer distance most of the time, where it's harder to contest. What Dyson Daniels is doing to me should be DPOY. But I don't have an issue with JJ or Mobley winning it. But I think it should be a lot closer. It should not be 13-1 on Dyson Daniels to win it. So
I do have something I need to bring up to you about Joel Embiid here in a second, but
yeah, he's done.
It's almost time for me to take the water break. And before we do that, smash the like button.
I'm going to go off camera. I'm just going to let you know when
you go do your thing. When you're back, I'll go off camera.
Well, I'm going to go off camera for the rest of the night. I have to dog sit downstairs. So
you got a dog sit downstairs.
Yeah. So my sister-in-law is dropping off her pup. So
what kind of dog is it?
Well, just a lab.
A little puppy?
No. I mean, he's a smaller dog. He's a mini lab, but yeah. No, but he's tremendously trained. Like you can take your hand like this and go turn around. He'll turn around.
So you have to go off cam because he's over there.
I have to because my wife, who was at the hospital with me, would like to sleep.
All right, so we're not going to see Fox's face for the rest of the night in just a moment.
I'll still be on the. I'll still be talking, but it just won't be on camera.
Oh boy. Okay, so a couple things for you. You can go off cam. Just make sure you're here when I go upstairs.
Yeah.
The first thing, smash the like button. We really appreciate that. We know most of the people that are watching here tonight. If you're new, say hey. Drop it in the chat. If you're over on X, come on over to our YouTube channel. Nuke the House YouTube channel, smack the bell, like Maddie says, subscribe. Become a subscriber, turn on your notifications. You'll know when we're on. We got our NASCAR betting preview show coming up next. Also be on the lookout for the MMA pod with Johnny and Tommy, because those two guys have been absolutely murdering it. It's the That's Deep MMA pod. Big fan. So if Tommy gets home tonight, I hope he jumps on. Matt does not want to jump on with us. I don't know why, Foxy. All I want him to do is come on, talk some baseball. Refuses to do it. Refuses to come on.
I'm still going to be on.
Refuses to come on. Next thing. If you haven't checked this out, we're giving away a free week to everybody. You're not going to be special, but it'll be special for you to be a part of our team. Go to nukethehouse.com if you want to check out our pre-flop picks, behind the paywall shows, live betting shows, because a lot are still behind the paywall. Nukethehouse.com. Sign up for any plan. We won't charge you unless you want to be charged after the 1 week. But to get a 1 week free trial, Nuke the NBA. Nuke the NBA. You're very drunk. That's exactly why we want you on here, Matty. I don't want sober Matt. I want very drunk Matt. What would you rather have, Fox? Drunk Matt or sober Matt? Chat, does anybody want sober Matt over drunk Matt? I don't see where anybody would want that. And he's saying mean things. I like it. He's a belligerent drunk. That's what I like. Good job.
Right. I just want to have Matt come in here and talk about my secret weapon for fantasy this year for steals.
Okay. So before you do that, stolen bases you're talking about in baseball.
Yes.
Before you do that, I want to ask you about Joel Embiid. Soft spot in my heart, Kansas guy.
Yep.
He's out for the year. He's missed 450 games. He's played in 452.
Yep.
Is it over? Like totally over? You think there's a shot we could squeak out a year for him?
No, I think it's done.
It's done?
I mean, I think it's
a shame.
It's going to be He's got to have another surgery on his knee. I mean, again, you could look back and say the guy gave everything that he could. He never could stay healthy, but he couldn't stay healthy in college either. This is not like this is new. He had 3 injuries before coming into the NBA. That was the biggest thing on him. Absolute beast. Guy's incredibly talented, but at this point, he's back to Greg Oden, where he may play 30 games again and then just not try to play. I mean, try to come back from knee surgery. Generally, bigs just don't recover from this. I think the bigger story is Wemby, because that is the bigger story. Because you have a guy who's going to be the face of the franchise go out for vein thrombosis, and right now they believe they've caught it. If it happens again, his career is done.
Gone. You know who had deep vein thrombosis? And I'll never forget. Tony Gwynn had deep vein thrombosis. And he's like, dude, I could have died from this.
Correct. And if you're not there, what it basically is, it's a blood clot that can move their body. And that blood clot moves to the heart there. So what they'll end up doing is they'll put you on blood thinners. That's kind of one of the things I was worried about last night. If they put you on blood thinners, you're done. Your career is done. They can put you on blood thinners. You got to be completely off in order to play sports there. But so Chris Bosh, yes, big example. Chris Bosh at least got a career. Right now, essentially, Wemby, this would be the ultimate tease if he only plays 2 seasons, and that's it.
I would say, and listen, it's not going to be the tragedy that Len Bias was, but I would say outside of Len Bias, this would be the most this would be like the most devastating short career. Like Bias never got a chance to play. People were comparing him to Jordan, but Wembanyama is supposed to change the game forever.
He was a different player than Jordan, but he would have been a taller Charles Barkley.
He would have been a Hall of Famer and possibly the best player in the game.
Yeah, but the one thing I always say with this tragedy of Len Bias is Len Bias did it to himself. The other guys had an injury that
blood clot.
There's nothing they could have. They didn't do this to him unless they were taking something or that's there. But I can't imagine looking at Wemby. He was on some kind of steroids.
You think Wemby's on steroids?
No, I'm just saying that's one of the things that can cause of you taking different vitamins, things like that. So I don't think he was. So I don't think this has anything. Looking at that body frame, there's no way. Hank Gathers, Hank Gathers is another player who was there. You can go to Reggie Lewis.
I refuse to read any of Maddie's comments until he comes on the show. Done. Boycotting.
All right. Yeah.
Done. I want Maddie. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So
Embiid Dunsky. Embiid probably done. He's got a lot of guaranteed money. They'll have to buy him out.
You don't buy him out in the NBA.
What do? Just leave him there? Just keep paying him till it's done?
Yeah. I mean,
so if this guy can't play after next year, there's no injury settlement in the NBA? Come on.
There'll be an injury settlement, but that's not a buyout.
That's the same thing to me. It's like you're just buying out the rest of the contract because it's the same thing. Buy it out, injury settlement, that's fine. They're not going to have to pay the whole contract, though. They'll come to a settlement.
No, he's still going to pay out the contract. The cap doesn't change.
Good Lord. What a disaster that is.
So like when guys retire early, you're still paying the dead money.
I remember the whole process thing with the Sixers.
Go look at Spot Track, and sometimes it's hilarious. When you look up a team and you're trying to look at the cap situation, you go into their dead money things. There's guys who haven't played on the team for 4 years. And they're still counting against the cap. Yeah. Why are we worried about Andrew Bynum? I mean, Andrew Bynum was
Andrew Bynum.
He was a big, tall guy for the Lakers. They picked not really in the same, anywhere near in the same stratosphere. But yeah, I mean, it's sad. Yeah. So all the other sports contracts, I disagree. Eddie, I 100% disagree with you. I don't think any of the contracts in the other sports should be guaranteed like they are. Now, I take that from a fan perspective, not from a player. From a player perspective, yeah, they want them guaranteed. They put up all their money, all that kind of crap. But when the advantage to the NFL, because the guys get hurt so much, you could not have guaranteed contracts in the NFL. Your cap situation would be just destroyed because you would just have so many guys. Yeah. Again, I understand what they go through. They also play 16 games a season, play a half season. So I'm not saying they don't, and I'm not saying they shouldn't earn the money that they have. But if you did, you'd have to totally readjust how the cap would handle that. But
okay, let's go through.
Go off camera. So.
Real quick. Yeah, go off camera. I got to go upstairs here in a second. I do want to update everybody on some of the bets that we're on. And Foxy, if you want to jump in, that's fine.
Yep.
Again, he's got a dog he's got to take care of. We the Jason Tatum prop, nobody else had, so it doesn't matter. That hit though. What did you have from the Raptors Celtics? You had some RJ Barrett, right? 23.5. Yeah. So RJ Barrett's got 18 through 3 quarters. Celtics up 89-76. The Pelicans, they're probably going to get to 32 points in this game. The problem is Zion Williamson is probably not going to get to 20 points. A lot of people had his over. They bet it up from 23.5 this morning to 25.5 pre-flop. That number's got to be around 17, 18 points now. He's got 2. So that's not great for him. We are on Kelly Olynyk rebounds. So Foxy gave this to me this morning for me to throw out on the old YouTube shorts. And if you haven't checked our YouTube shorts out or our YouTube, again, subscribe to our channel. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of good bets going on there. So Olynyk, we've got, I think the official play was over 6.5 rebounds, but we got him at 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Plus, we've got him at 7-1 on a double-double. That was a sprinkle. The double-double is not going to happen. Almost impossible. He's got no points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. But we could be in, if you tailed those, we could be in for a really nice night on that Olynyk rebounds ladder, which I'm excited about. On the other side, I don't remember having much of, if anything, on the Spurs side tonight. So the Pelicans, for me, the big one was Olynyk. And some of you are on Zion, and some of you are on Trey Murphy, who has just got a goose egg. Like the whole Pelicans offense is a debacle, a disaster. They haven't hit a 3. We're 3 minutes into the second quarter, and they're shooting 25% from the field. What do you expect? Bol is a guy that we're on. Bol, we've got his points. I think it was to him to get 9 and then to get 6 rebounds. So over 8.5, over 5.5 rebounds. He's got 8 points and 1 rebound. It'd be nice to see him pick up a rebound or 2 before the half. Suns over the Grizzlies in Memphis, 51-44. Second quarter. Then there's Cleveland and the Magic. This is another game where we're invested. I have 5.5 rebounds for Franz Wagner. If you tailed Foxy on that, I didn't get in on this one, but he's got 4, so it looks really good. He's got 8 and 4. And on the Cavs side, they're at halftime. Evan Mobley, plus money. Seems like every time I do a show at Fox, we're getting him at plus 115. And there it is again, 11.6 rebounds. We're on target to get the Mobley double-double. Only thing we need, no super blowout, 14 points right now. We don't want that to get much bigger. Then there's 2 more games coming up, 8 o'clock. Charlotte at Golden State, and we'll get the breakdown from Foxy in just a little bit. And then Dallas at the Lakers. And I'll just give a personal play here. Again, take it for what it is because this is my play. But if you're going to give me 4-1 on a Luka triple-double, and I don't know what that number is at Bet Rivers still, but it was much better than the rest of the industry. The rest of the industry had it between plus 310 and 350. You give me 4-1 on Luka revenge game. He's going to get the points, obviously. He's in all likelihood going to get the rebounds. It's the assists is the question. But you're going to give me 4-1 for that. I'm taking it. Luka over 9.5 rebounds, even money. Foxy gave that out. Reeves over 5.5 rebounds. Reeves over 17.5 points. LeBron over 7.5 rebounds. Those are the bets that we have from the Lakers game. Foxy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm going to drop off and then come right back on in 2 seconds here.
All right, come back, and then I got to go upstairs, please.
Yep.
So that's what we got there. Smash the like button. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. This is kind of fun. We got a lot more to discuss. We'll get back to the Luka Doncic show tonight. Here's something I think is pretty interesting. NBA and NBC. So the NBA is moving over to NBC, right? From TNT. They're going to bring back the mini All-Star tournament next year. Everybody hated the mini All-Star tournament. I didn't hear one person say they liked it. But there'd be a big change. 2 teams of U.S.-born players versus 2 teams of international players. And a 4th team, actually 2 teams of U.S.-born players, 1 team of international player, and 1 all-star snub team. Are you kidding? Let me repeat this again because now I'm interested. Now I'm interested. 2 U.S.-born all-star team. Fine. I would just put East and West. 1 team of international stars, which would be absolutely amazing. Jokic, Giannis, Luka, and the list goes on and on and on. And then the all-star snubs. Could you imagine that? Now, we have a lot more all-stars than we would in the past, I would think, right? Although if you got 10 teams, maybe 40 players. But what do you think, chat? What do you think of a little all-star snub team? That, to me, makes that in-season tournament. Now, all-star game tournament. What would I really like to see when it's all said and done? Well, I'd love to see the old format come back. Just play East versus West. Don't play any defense. Make it a slam dunk contest. 2 minutes left. Everybody starts playing hard. I had no problem with it. NBA was my favorite all-star game. But if you're going to change it up, you might as well do it this way. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. College basketball. Let me get to that real quick. We are on a play from Foxy tonight. This game starts in what? Just a couple of minutes? Illinois State at Southern Illinois at SIU Arena, Carbondale, Illinois. At least when I was partying there with my best friend, that was the best party school I've ever been to in my life. But we don't care about Illinois, Southern Illinois tonight. We're on Illinois State, -1.5, official play from Fox. Jermaine, no, this is bullshit, because what about the records? It's corny, taken away from the game, plus putting players on all-star teams because there's their team number 1. All right, so Jermaine, here's what I take out of this. You do not like the 4-team all-star tournament. Again, I don't want to go back to what we did this year. It was lame. The old format was fun for me, but apparently it was too stale for everybody else. And now you're telling me you don't like a team of all-star snubs? Whoa, Foxy, you look great. Are you there? All right. Can't hear us yet.
All right, 1 second.
Yeah, you take your time. But again, what are the alternatives? USA versus the international teams? I just don't give a shit. I think this all-star snub thing really has got me interested. Eastern Conference, 1 team. Western Conference, another team. International players, another team. Guys that were snubbed on another team. Do you hear this, Fox? He's out of here. He can't hear what's going on. He's dog sitting tonight. Poor guy's dog sitting. So he's not a poor guy. I love dogs. So I'd have no problem dog sitting at any point in time. If you got a dog, bring him over to my house. I'll take care of him. Let's update our bets. Spurs Pelicans 37-22. Spurs on top. If you are tailing any of our plays here, hopefully it's the Kelly Olynyk for rebounds. We got him at 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Climbing the ladder. Zion's up to 4 points. I don't think either one of us would have recommended that you bet his closing number over 25.5 points. But You're just 4 minutes into the second quarter, so maybe he can get his things going for him. Outside of that, Troy Murphy's dead. I don't like to lay down on bets, but he's got no points. He's got to get to 18 points. He's got nothing. 16 minutes into this game, Dunsky. Let's go check out Bull, though. Bull. Here he is, our savior. So the Suns announced that Bull was going to start tonight. I said, Foxy, Bull's going to start tonight. What are we doing? And he goes, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bet his over points, over 8.5 points, which we did, and he's got 8 points. And he actually had 8 pretty quick points. He has not scored since, but there's 3.5 minutes left in the first half, so plenty of time for him to pick up a couple points. He started off very slowly on rebounds. He just picked up 2 more. So Bull has 8 points, 3 rebounds. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very good about this. I don't remember having anything on the Memphis side. Then we got Cleveland and the Magic. This is a blowout. Mobley is at 13-6. We need him to get a double-double. We need 4 rebounds. It's 19 points. It's a 19-point Cavalier lead. There's 8:21 left in the third. He might. I'm not going to sweat it yet. It's too early to sweat that. For those of you that are on the Wagner, over 5.5 rebounds, he's sitting at 4. That's not bad. You'll take that at this point. And then that's Milwaukee, Houston. I just don't think we had anything in Milwaukee, Houston. No, there was nothing in Milwaukee, Houston. So the next 2 games that are coming up, Charlotte and Golden State, Dallas at the Lakers. How can you play versus all-stars? Listen, so you telling me I'm an all-star playing the all-star game versus people who are not all-stars? That doesn't make sense. It's very disrespectful. Who's it disrespectful to? Like the snubs, Jermaine, they think that they are disrespected because they thought they should have been all-stars. So you take a bunch of dudes that are pissed off that they weren't all-stars, then they become all-stars, or we call them snubs. Team snubs. I don't think it's disrespectful to anybody. I think it'd be great. Eddie, FanDuel don't have Bull props. It's criminal. We need regulation. Holden, reach out to Trump and fix this. Well, there's a lot going on in this comment, Eddie. Probably don't have not gonna be able to get in touch with Trump for you. The Bull props on FanDuel. You don't want to bet them on FanDuel anyways. Don't worry about it. It's on MGM. You're not getting live Bull props. How are you, Foxy?
I'm all right.
You look perturbed. Hey, I was talking about, did you see this thing I was talking about where the NBA is thinking about a mini tournament for the All-Star game on NBC next year? 2 different U.S. teams, 1 international team, 1 team comprised of snubs.
It's a joke.
I like it.
If you just want to do it for entertainment, that's fine to do it.
That's all it is.
But to me, then you select a different all-star team. You say this is the actual all-star team. Guys are paid by. Got to remember bonuses, things of that nature. Guys get to be able to play in these games. In some ways, it kind of looks like the Pro Bowl for the NFL, where you have the 7th best quarterback playing, and guys are going to start to do that. I mean, if it's not really that big of a deal to play in these things, you're going to have like LeBron go, yeah, I'm done. This is not the All-Star game. I expected them to do a tournament, do the world tournament. Okay, just go back. I mean, but again, this is all solved by just getting together the players and say, look, you need to play like it's a game, like it's a pickup game. You go do this in the summer. Those games, those guys aren't jumping around and doing all this crazy crap. So just have a little bit more integrity for the game and just play. So
I got an update on Illinois State and Southern Illinois. Salukie's up by 8 at halftime. Plenty of time to go. But the Redbirds, not great in the first half.
No.
Down
Did
by
not
8.
come out real well, but yeah.
I already
Salukie's were beating Drake 2 at halftime too and lost by 17.
All right, let me go upstairs, get a drink, hit the head. I'll be right back down.
Yep.
Thank you, Foxy.
All right, we got Boston up by 10. And ready. I mean, that Walter prop, if you took the 8-1, he's up to 6. Why he's playing late in the game, who knows? But he is. Barrett's at 18, so we just need 1-3. If we can get 1-3, we cash 2 bets. That'd be very nicely. Boston's playing well, obviously, without Craig and without playing a power forward and no Porzingis. So Hauser got his 10. Pritchard's only got like 3 points this second half, so not much. There, I would like to get Tatum to get a couple more rebounds, at least 2 more. Cavs are up big. They're up 19. That's the issue. Mobley's only got 6 rebounds. He really needs to be at 7 or 8 at this point to get that double-double. We've talked about Amen Thompson plenty of times. I mean, he's at 7. If the books are giving 8.5, yes, run to the window. But there's no way that's what they're giving you with his traditional rebounding ability and him at 7. He also tends to step up in big games. We've talked about that in big other times. So he does show up. Yeah, his rebounding prop is 11.5. Or I'm on 8.5 in the overlooking light. Yep. It's definitely there. I'm on his points and rebounds, so I'm perfectly fine with that. So yep, let's just keep that going. Shouldn't be much of an issue to be able to get that home. So it's a tie game. It's a pretty good game there. AJ Green again continues to do what he does from the bench. 2 threes he's hit. As bad as the Pelicans look like, they're only down 12. We're definitely not out. And Murphy's got 2 assists already. Lennox up to 5 rebounds. So 2 more rebounds to cash. I know he said the double-double's dead. I don't actually think it's dead with the number of times he attempts threes here. 10 points is not that difficult to get to. It's, as long as he gets the volume there. Keldon Johnson, I like a little bit more out of him. He's only got 3 points. That's not good. Mitchell did hit his 4 threes. Sorry. Strus hit the 4 threes. Mitchell only hit 1. I was looking at the wrong line there. Ty Jerome is having another 10 points tonight. Wagner's up to 4 rebounds is what he finished the half. So hopefully he'll kind of get going eventually here. And we'll see if this becomes a game. Suns are up on the Grizz by 4 at the half. Jackson's your league scorer with 13 points, 4 rebounds. Jalen Wells putting another nice night together with 9 points. Bol's got 8 and 4, so we need 1 more point and 2 more rebounds. Beal's got 11 points, continuing to play really well in this backup role. And you can hear I'm getting paged right now. 1 second. I apologize about this. So excuse me 1 second while I get water for the dogs. Sure. So my dog is used to barking what he wants, so that was rough. I'm thirsty. So we'll see. We've got the late games tonight. I don't think there'll be much in it in either game. You've got Charlotte coming off a game where they basically just got absolutely destroyed. I was trying to get an official lineup. I expect a bunch of people to be out. I expect LaMelo not to play. Bridges seems to play every game. So, LaMelo is out tonight. Kogie's out. Saloon's going to take a seat. Mark Williams is going to play again tonight. So that'll be interesting. One of the plays I've been playing a lot, I bet you it's not even juiced. I haven't even looked at it, to be honest with you. It's Pods and Moody. I told you at the beginning of the year, Moody should have been starting all year. Getting Pods back, he's kind of the glue, kind of just does every other thing the team needs. Add their Butler and Green, other guys who are lunch pail guys. Team's playing really, really well. So not shocking, really a surprise that. So The only question is going to be kind of what's the score going to be in this game. I like the Dubs to win this, but I'm not taking them at minus 60.5. I don't think they should get that much love. But I do like Pods and Moody tonight. So I'm going to be on them in different ways. I love Moody when he's at 12.5. 13.5 at even money is the book's putting it right at that number where it has to be. I might have to try to play that live and see if it drops to 12.5. You could take Moody, Nick Smith, and Pods at plus 106. So that is a play that I've done. So a short little parlay there of 10 points with the three guys that have been playing well. All right. As you can hear the footsteps in the background, which I'm sure is tremendous on this. Hey.
Oh, there's a puppy.
Well, let me set the case. We got a chocolate lab who is running like he's running in the Greyhound races.
Yeah.
And then my dog just stands and waits for him as he comes back around from making a circle to try to get him to play. Because my dog knows he's never going to catch him, so he just waits for him to come back around from his round. So, yeah.
Okay. We got Jermaine on Amen Thompson over 8.5 rebounds.
Yep.
Looking
That's
light,
gonna
I
hit.
think he says.
Yep.
And then Stenberg's on Luke Littler in Premier League darts. Break down Premier League darts for me, Fox.
That's something I've never ever looked at. So
What?
we have hit RJ Barrett's points, so that goes over.
All right. Nice job, buddy.
We'll take that.
Hey, Trey Murphy just scored a quick 7.
He has 7, and he got like 2 or 3 assists too. So we're definitely not dead from that. We also got some bowl rebounds right before the half, so that was good.
What's he got? 3 or 4?
He's got 3.
Okay. And then Olenek picked up his 5th rebound.
Yeah, and Lennox picked up his 5th rebound. The Cavs have just destroyed the Magic. They're winning this game as well. Grant's hit the Northwestern prop. That's
Good job, Grant.
Yeah, Mobley double's going to be in trouble because of the score. It's 22.
You don't do shit with billiards, man. I want to hear. What do you do with billiards? You bet it or you play it?
Wagner's
You're
got
drunk right now. You can't do anything.
Wagner just got his 5th rebound, so hopefully he can get one more here before they pull everybody. Wendell Carter got 8 points. I need him to get 10. He's going to the line here.
Mm-hmm.
But we need them to continue to score just to continue to make this close for a reason.
Now,
not to pull these guys.
Foxy.
Yep.
We'll break down Dallas and the Lakers again. And I know that you're still haven't given away the bets for the Hornets and the Warriors.
Yep.
But I want to ask you about the Warriors going forward because they're now 3 games over 500.
Yep.
They throw Butler in there. Everybody says, Butler's giving us a little swag. So you got Curry, you got Butler, you got Kuminga, and then your boy Pods healed. Yep. What is the ceiling for the Warriors in your estimation?
I mean, they still got to make work to make the playoffs, if I recall.
Uh-huh.
I don't think they're in the 9th, so they're going to be most likely in a play-in. I mean, they got a chance to possibly get maybe to the 6th seed, but that's going to be a very crowded group there. First round, second round exit. I just don't think. There are things I like about the Warriors, and there's things I continue to think their management is absolutely retarded. And I told you all year, I was just talking to the guys on this. Moody should have been starting. Moody should have been getting more minutes. That's happening. Pods came back from injury. So Moody and Pods are now 10 to 15 point score guys. They can hit outside shots. They rebound the basketball. They pass the ball. So you have some of that old Warrior magic of, hey, we continue passing. We give up a great shot to get a better shot. Or a good shot to get a great shot. You have Curry. When that happens, he no longer has to be scoring 25, 30 points a game. Quentin Post has started to play really well. Butler's knows what he is. Butler's not a 20-point guy. He's a 15-point guy. But what Butler's also doing is playing hard defense and rebounding the basketball. You've kind of been able to understand who your bench is now. But yeah, you're going to add Kuminga to this. I'm going to be very interested to see how Kuminga fits into this group. Because I assume they're just going to let him go nuts on the bench. And I don't think he's going to close games. But I still think if they play a team with size, they're in trouble. Yeah.
So we baited Matty into coming on the show.
You did bait me. Yep.
Totally baited him and finally got his ass on here. Love it. Cash RJ Barrett over 20.5. Good job. So what up, Matty? How are we tonight? You said you're totally wasted. Did you go to Twin Peaks?
Well, that's where I'm going, but I don't like the way you're speaking to me, by the way.
That's fine. It's the only way to get you on the show. If I'm just be like, oh, it's good to see Matty. Way to go, buddy. You're not coming on, but if I get you to do that, you're on. Hey, have you watched any spring training games yet?
Not really. What's up, Foxy? Good to see you.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not really. I mean,
So,
does it matter?
How many more futures bets do you think we're going to get out of you before the season starts? Because you've already, if you are a member, you can just go look at the play sheet and the dude put a ton up there already. So how many more do you think you'll be marinating on before you drop them, or most of the futures at this point posted already?
Yeah, we're probably pretty much there. Maybe a couple. I think I probably have 18. So you should use the free week. If you use the free week, you get all 18 of those picks for free. So yeah, I probably have like 18, something like that.
Wow.
So probably not much more.
Probably not much.
Dog in the screen. Let's go.
Who's in the stream?
Sean's dog.
Yeah.
What's up to the
Sean's
chat?
dog. Oh, yeah. That is his sister's dog.
Just real quick, I'm only going to be on for like 5 minutes. You guys
Yeah.
can get back to basketball. So
Oh,
So,
you didn't have
Matt,
anything
here's
to
the
add to
thing.
that?
So,
yeah, Sean.
does Chandler Simpson make the roster?
I flip a coin. That's all I got. I mean, I got nothing. I hate to say it, but
So,
Who's the worst team in the league this year? Last year, everybody thought it was
Well-
the A's. The A's played some decent baseball.
I bet
still worse than
minus
the
one. I bet minus 140 that it's going to be the White Sox. So
Yeah,
that
the
should
White Sox
tell
are
you. I don't recommend anyone laying minus 140, but the fact that I laid minus 140 on the Sox should tell you. The only other team it could be is the Marlins, but their pitching staff is way
solid.
better than the.
it is absolutely studs. If those guys
Yeah.
are all healthy, that they could be a really dark horse.
I mean, their lineup is complete dog shit. I mean, their lineup is terrible. But
every year.
but they can pitch. So it was either the Marlins or the White Sox, and to me, it was the White Sox 100%.
So the White Sox are the worst team in the league.
Yeah, well, they traded
Again, if I'm
everybody
laying
away.
minus 140, I feel pretty confident.
If the Dodgers don't win the World Series, who's winning the World Series?
Braves.
Get a toy.
Braves are fucking stacked. They got Spencer Strider coming back. They got Acuna coming back to an already stacked team. The
Max
Braves
Fried.
are-
He's with the Yankees now, but I'd take Strider any day.
Wait, what?
Max Fried's with the Yankees now, but
Right,
I'll take Strider coming back any day.
Yeah. And Chris Sale's a stud, and their offense is going to be great. So I would say the Braves, and then the Yanks. I would say after the Yanks, my surprise team definitely is going to be Boston. Boston's going to mash 1 through 9. Their lineup is incredible, and adding Crochet with Bello and fucking Houck. I mean, they're going to be a good team. I think we put that one out into the Twitter universe.
Yeah.
Who's your take to win the NL Central? Because I think that's if you want to bet a future, I think that's the one league that's kind of up in the air.
I mean, Milwaukee did nothing. They did nothing but lose Devin Williams. But they're going to get Woodruff back. I would say the Cubs probably by default. the Cubs aren't that good, but they may be the best team in that division, I guess. I don't
Cincinnati.
know. Cincinnati, okay. No, I think they're an 80, 78. Nah, probably not, but probably the Cubbies.
Okay.
Tucker's a huge get for them. I mean, obviously.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm just going to give a couple of updates here in college basketball, or maybe the big update right now. Georgia is up 4 on third-ranked Florida. Florida's 24-3, 11-3 in the SEC. It's an 84-80 lead. And Georgia was only plus 250 on the money line today, but plus 250 on the money line. They're up 86-80 with 10 seconds left, UGA is.
I thought the big update was Duke won by 37.
They did? We cashed it?
Yes.
Nice.
And,
Thank you, Foxy.
and the Pelicans are down 2.
Pelicans are down 2. We got to get Illinois State going. They're down 10 with 13 minutes to play, but still got plenty of time for them to come back and beat the Salukis.
Yep.
And then before you go here, Maddie, talk to me. What's the game plan at Twin Peaks? Is there anybody you got your eyes on tonight? What's going on?
You're kicking me out?
Well, you said you're on for 5 minutes.
All right, I got a couple minutes.
Hang out for 10 minutes. I don't give a shit. What's the game plan at Twin Peaks tonight? Is there a waitress you're looking at trying to take out or what?
Well, so I was super excited. Last week, I actually thought I pulled one. I was like, oh, let's go to the casino. Well, $500 later, going home by myself didn't work out as planned. So
that's not good.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen again.
Are you going to see that girl tonight?
I don't know. What day was that last week? I think it was, I hit you up. I think it was maybe Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I hope it works out for you. I like your move of just going to a bar, asking a waitress or a woman if she wants to go to the casino with you. And that's it. It's a 50-50 proposition from there. If she wins a lot of money,
it always ends up costing me money. Why is that?
Yeah, you might as well just buy a professional at this point. You're just spending so much money on these women. That's a 50-50 proposition.
Coin toss. Yeah.
What up, Ramon? Good to see Ramon in the house. Always good to see Ramon in the house. Ramon, I paid you today, by the way. Check your Venmo. Florida rallied from 16 down to take a 1-point lead. Georgia handles it in the end.
All right, boys. Have a good night. I'll see you.
Take care, pal. SEC basketball, Foxy. It's not just a football conference anymore. Georgia's got a shot at the tournament after a win like this. You're on mute. 16-11. I think you're on mute, Fox. They'll be maybe 17-11 now.
Yeah, and they've got a couple quality wins. I think they beat Tennessee, or they beat Florida, or they beat Alabama, one of those teams. But yeah, again, they're like, those are teams you don't want to play. Celtics do not cover. They only win by 10. Tatum only gets 6 rebounds. Pritchard's actually your leading rebounder in the game. Despite playing 40 minutes, he only got 6 rebounds. Got 11 assists tonight, though. Kind of interesting. So we never get the RJ Barrett threes. He goes 1 for 5 from 3. I still like the look. Barnes got him 20 points as well, but at least we got the points, so that's good. Walter did not get his 10 points, and the Cavs are going to go in the fourth quarter. Mobley needing 3 rebounds. I don't like that chance to look, and they're up by 26. We need one rebound from Wagner, but we'll see if he comes back in this game at all.
All right, real quick. Austin Reeves was assists over 5.5, not rebounds.
Correct.
Okay. And you threw Miles Bridges in there when I was gone.
Yeah, I'm actually throwing it in now, but yeah.
What do you like about Bridges' points?
He's been a stud. He's been an absolute stud. They've been going to him. He's been scoring 24, 25, scored 23 last night. He's playing in when the games are getting away, so he's still playing. So, I like his chances very, very much to be able
That's
to get
the Hornets-Warriors game. Miles Bridges over 21.5.
Yeah.
I
also like pods tonight. we gave a cheap parlay when you were out, over 9.5 points parlay. We're taking Pods, we're taking Moody, and we're taking Nick Smith.
Okay.
And it's
So Pods over 14.5 points would be the next one. And that's at minus 108. Did that thing move from 13.5 with juice? Is that what happened with Pods?
Yep, it did. But
All right, let me see. Try and find the best number there. Yeah, 14.5. You know what, Fox? Yeah, 13.5. It was 13.5 most of the day. Move the point. You're comfortable with it, though.
Yes.
If you're comfortable with it, I'm comfortable with it.
I think he gets about 18 tonight. So, yeah.
Oh, why don't you ladder him?
Because we have enough ladders that are outstanding that are going and missed some things earlier. So, I'm not sure I want to be that exposure right now.
Fathead loves Kyrie Irving tonight. He still believes the earth is flat, doesn't he? What a dumbass. Seriously, man. What do you think about?
I mean, I think the big question is going to be who's going to show up.
The earth or Kyrie Irving?
No. If Kyrie Irving is completely playing, I'm trying to look at the final lineup that we're getting for that game.
Do you have a lineup yet?
We don't have a confirmed lineup in any of the 10 o'clock games yet.
Okay. Cole Anthony's gone for the night. If anybody had Cole Anthony bets, Dwight Powell's going to be limited to 10 to 12 minutes.
Yep.
PJ Washington's playing.
Oh, PJ's going to play. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I see this tag. LeBron's going to play. Yep. So
Nick Smith, 2.5 threes. So you're on points and threes for Nick Smith. I got to talk to you about same game parlays real quick.
Shouldn't be a Nick Smith. Where's Nick Smith?
Huh?
I'm in 2.5 threes for Miles Bridges. Yes.
Plus, it's the same number for both of them. What do you think of Nick Smith?
I don't like Nick Smith's threes. I mean, the Warriors are going to guard. Mm-hmm. So that's not going to be an easy shot for them right now.
Okay.
So if you look at who's been hitting threes on this team, Bridges has hit this in 5 of his last 6 games. Nick Smith hasn't. I mean, Nick Smith hasn't in perhaps 13, 14 points. If you're taking him to get 2.5 points, it's basically almost saying almost all his points are going to come from the 3, and I don't see that. If it was 2, I'd be considering it, but not at 3.
Okay.
I got to look at what Kyrie's number was. I know before last time I looked at it was 26.5, and
for his points,
26.5, you're welcome to, but I wouldn't bet 26.5.
Yeah, that's what Kyrie is. This guy, 26.5 plus 105 at MGM. So at least you'll get 26.5 at MGM, 25.5 minus 15 at FanDuel.
Yeah, I mean he should be able to blow by either the guards in Doncic or Reeves, but again, I don't have this being a game. So
by the way,
1 second. Yep.
Is this Georgia game? There's still 4 seconds left in the Georgia-Florida game. Georgia's up by 5. This is just taking forever. Absolutely forever. My goodness. So here are the plays that Foxy just threw out. We'll give them to you for free. Again, you want all of his pre-flop action from earlier in the day for these games coming up tonight because we only do this show Tuesday, Wednesdays. You'll get NHL plays from Zargo. You will get MMA from Tommy and Johnny. By the way, those 2 guys have been crushing it. Check out the That's Deep pod. That's Deep MMA pod right here on our YouTube channel. You can check that out, Nuke The House YouTube channel. We've got the NASCAR bets, best NASCAR live bettors in the world. NASCAR betting preview is after this show. So the season preview after this show. I know there's been the Daytona and a couple of the races, but this is really when the boys start to win a lot of money is this upcoming week, the next couple of weeks. That's when the courses are what they need them to be. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. So if you want all of our pre-flop action, shows behind the paywalls, just about every sport you can think of, college basketball too. Foxy's throwing out plays there. Hopefully we'll get Ramon over here come tournament time. What up, Ramon? NukeTheHouse.com. Any plan, sign up. We won't charge you unless you want to after a week. Use the code Nuke the NBA, Nuke the NBA.
So
Pods is 14.5 at even money on MGM.
yeah. So the thing I would take, like, I'm not going to play Kyrie 25.5. If you want to, it's fine. It's got a good chance. As long as they stay in the game, it's got a good chance. I will take Kyrie over 5.5 points in the first quarter, though. So I'm going to take that for a half unit, and I'll be fine with that.
I'm not going to throw it in the chat. That's a personal play.
Oh, I was going to give it. I'll type it in the chat.
Okay. All right. Let me talk about same game parlays for a second, because a lot of you love the same game parlays. A guy that I respect just so much. He used to run the BetMGM sports book like for ages before betting was legal, a long time ago. And he's helped me out in this business. His name is Robert Walker. He owns a smaller shop now. And he goes, and a lot of you love same game parlays. A lot of us love same game parlays. They're fun. Ultimately, they're a waste of money. So here's what Robert had to say. Let's talk about SGPs. Quickest way to kiss half your bankroll goodbye. They're promoted by operators, eagerly embraced by customers. In reality, they're a take it or leave it proposition stacked against the bettor. Okay, so picture this. You want to bet on a player scoring a touchdown, a quarterback throwing a TD, plus the point spread and the total going over. The book will give you 2-1. Why? Nobody knows. Literally, the books don't even know why. Just their algorithms, just like, let's screw whoever's making this bet. It's
Correct,
presented
a correlated same game parlay.
Well, that's a correlated. They're just giving you bad. Correlated same game parlays are a joke. And nobody knows. It's like, here, take it or leave it. 2-1, we'll give it to you. No transparency into the pricing. Nobody knows why. That's where it ends up. So he makes a really interesting Major League Baseball same game parlay thing. He's like, how about Aaron Judge hitting a home run and the Yankees win? And that actually pays out less than simply betting on the Yankees money line. How is that possible? Correlation.
Correct.
The Judge hits a homer, the Yankees' chances of winning increase significantly.
Correct.
Okay. So this is why for the last couple of years, I've been doing non-correlated same game parlays. But even Robert says no one outside the operators really understand how same game parlays are priced. And even some of those don't know. Even some of those operators have no idea how these things are priced. They leave it up to the algorithm, and it's the easiest way to burn your money. Robert says, my goal is to offer same game parlays and provide real value to the bettors, not just enticing long shot payouts that are more illusion than reality. Let's talk about this for a second. I'm glad you brought it up, because correlated same game parlays, non-correlated same game parlays, again, you're probably not going to win long term. They're fun. They're a fun bet to sprinkle on, but
if that was the only bet I was playing,
Yeah.
you're burning your money.
yes,
If you're paying I like to generally pay a half unit or a quarter unit, depending upon the night there. And there, so you look at the probability that I just put out there for, which is a non-correlated parlay in Moody, Pods, and them. It's hit in 9 out of 10 games. And the one game, the guy had 9 points, and he just didn't be able to get it over 10. So from that perspective, I like my chances. Yes, they never pay what they should pay. That's the biggest thing when you start looking at the math and say over time and stuff. But guys who only do this as like, that's my play for the night. Here's my 5 different same game parlays for the game. Yeah, you may hit one, and after that, you're just eventually losing money. But if you're taking that, like me, I'm a volume better. So if I take that with my other bets, then I'm perfectly fine to do that. But I only want to take 1, maybe 2 a night. I'm not looking to take 14. And always do it, to me, anytime you do a parlay over 2, it has to be less than a unit, because your probability goes up as the more legs you add. no matter whatever those legs are, unless you're betting against Miami basketball.
Unless you're betting against Miami basketball, where all the rules go out the door.
Correct.
Throw them out the door. All right. So Kyrie, first quarter points, 5.5 minus 25. Did you move the line? No, it's still sitting there.
No.
All right. We'll throw that in there. He's going to have to be busy tonight. I'm looking forward to this game this evening. I don't think I got the Nurkic in. Let me go find the Nurkic too. What do we like about Nurk tonight?
Nurk's been a beast, even coming off the bench. They're going to give him enough times, and he just comes off the bench. Again, the Warriors are going to run Quinton Post out there. Nurkic is better than Quinton Post. He's going to be able to use his matchup, and he's going to be able to get easy baskets. He's going to get 8 to 10 points tonight. And he's been doing it pretty consistently since the trade. So, and he was a little pissed in there. So since the trade, he's had 9, 9, 11, and 12. He's played 16 to 27 minutes, and that's been his number. So as long as you're getting less than 8, basically 8 or less, I'm going to be on Nurkic points.
Why did they just pull Nurkic at MGM? That's interesting. Huh.
Unless there's a last minute adjustment, but he is supposed to be playing.
Yeah, I don't see any news. They actually dropped it to 6.5 minus 40, and then they just took it off the board.
That could be people saying that they're worried about him not playing and be sick, or they know Mark Williams is going to start.
Yeah, Mark Williams is already starting.
Yes.
We knew that.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that would move anything if we already knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. It shouldn't.
TJD is out.
TJD hasn't played in a while. TJD hasn't played in a while.
Yep.
I do say the Warriors are listing a guy who's out tonight who I haven't seen all year. So I'm shocked that he's listed as out. If you're wondering who that is, that's Taron Armstrong. If you know who Taron Armstrong is, okay, you may be watching too much NBA or G League. Because Taron Armstrong has not played in an NBA game at all and he won't play non-related injury.
So Nurk, yeah, I don't know why they closed his number actually is moving more juice. It moved from -10 to -15 on DraftKings, and they just pulled him at BetMGM. So I'm not sure.
Maybe the word is Trace Jackson Davis won't be your backup center. But that seems very.
Yeah, I don't get that.
No.
I don't understand, but we still got 30 minutes until tip-off. It'll be interesting to see where this number gets to. Huh.
I'm interested to see if Wagner can get a rebound here, or they're going to pull him here.
That's all we need is one rebound out of Wagner?
Yep. He's got 5.
And then Mobley. Where's Mobley? Because I kind of feel like we're screwed because of the blowout at this point.
We're screwed because of the blowout. He got my blocks for me, but we're screwed because of the blowout. He got
what do you get? 7 or 8 rebounds?
8.
He's got 8, and he's out of the game. He's not coming back in.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
He's Dunsky.
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
Yamba's got 8 and 6.
You know what else is interesting? Rivers pulled Nurkic. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Very interesting.
Something going on.
Screw it. I'm going to bet it. I'll bet it at DraftKings. I'll pay a little bit of juice. I don't understand why, though. I don't understand why they're pulling them. Some books have it. MGM pulled it. Rivers pulled it. No idea. No idea.
Giannis has got 22, eating against Houston. Armstrong, Amon Thompson. I hope the one guy gets his bet because he's got 7 rebounds, but he was at 7 rebounds at halftime. So
Mel wants to know, is it possible to take advantage of certain same game parlay markets? You can find an edge that the algorithm just can't account for properly. Most people aren't able to identify these. The soft ones exist. Like, in what market is it still soft? In what market does AI not pick up on it, Mel? I'd love to know. I want to know what the markets are that are soft spots. There probably are soft spots, but
I think he's talking about how different books calculate it. So the issue of saying take advantage of it, if I can get plus, we'll say 3-game parlay pays me plus 179, and the other book's going to pay me 210. Is that really taking advantage? Because in a same game parlay, I can't bet the other side. So, I mean, can you find some books that offer better prices on same game parlays? Yeah, but that'd be a pain in the ass to constantly do it. But I see it. I can see the same bet on DraftKings sometimes when I punch it in soccer, and then run the same thing on FanDuel, and I'm getting paid better on DraftKings. And it'd be like, oh, it's the same bet. It's just what they're calculating it different. So I think there's that. But the way where I would say take advantage of it, take advantage. Again, I'm not a line shopper. Everybody knows that.
I am big time.
Yes. Holden helps me out with the line shopping. But getting a couple points more, yes, is nice, but I don't know. It's just too much work for me. And to do that on a parlay would be just a pain in the ass.
Everybody is shitting on the NBA right now, right?
Well, I mean, you look at the first game was a 10-point blowout with half the players not playing. Your marquee game is we lost Mobley and we lost Wagner. Everybody's out. Is a 32-point game right now that's you're watching. So at this point, it's a pickup basketball game. Trenton Silva is going to look really good in the next 2
Hey,
months.
timeout. Got to put something on the board for us.
Yeah, we hit Bowl. I assume that's what you're going to put on.
Well, nope. Don't assume, because that was just his points. Kelly Olynyk put it on the board for 6 rebounds and put it on the board for 7 rebounds.
Yeah.
The
And
Kelly Olynyk ladder is going up.
Yep. He rebounds the basketball. That's it. It's his job there. He's 0 for 4 from the field, but he finally got fouled, so he's got his first 2 points.
He's not getting us a double-double, but you told me to ladder the damn thing, and this is amazing. Like, this is
still midway through the third here. I'm telling you, the 10 points I don't think is dead.
He's getting 8 points first, like boom, boom, boom.
He can hit a 3. If he can end the quarter at 5, we got a chance.
We're on Murphy over 10.5 rebounds and assists. How are we looking there?
Murphy's got 4 and 2 rebounds.
Okay, so he's in the mix.
Yep.
He's in the mix. Olynyk just hit the over 6.5.
Olynyk just got 8.
Now he just hit the 8. I got that at 2-1.
Yep.
It's kind of cleaning up here. I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah. You're going to come on every day now asking for a ladder every week.
Yeah, I just want a ladder, dude.
Who's
just
your
give me a ladder.
Don't give me any other bets. Just give me the ladder.
Give me the ladder of the day.
Yeah.
What is the ladder of the day? You were talking about prices as far as parlays go and same game parlays. It's just from a guy that puts a ton of bets in. ESPN. You could shit on ESPN as much as you want to, that book, right? That book is the best when it comes to parlays. Whatever the algorithm is, and I'm just talking like 2-team parlays. I'm not saying same game parlay is the best, but I will guarantee you if you put 10 bets in on parlays that even without a boost, 7 or 8 of those, the best number will be at ESPN. So for those of you that don't have ESPN, trust me, I'm not an ESPN guy. I think Penn runs that. It's not the best book in the world, but I'm all about the odds, and they give you very good numbers on parlays. Just so you know, if you don't have it or you don't use it much, shop around. You know, and I get it. Fox is just a profitable better. Simple as that. The guy's an amazing bettor. Most of you are not as good as Sean Fox. So I would be shopping lines as much as, and he knows, you should be shopping lines, but he's on a different level than us. Most of us. There are some guys that are in the chat. I think D Money's terrific. Mel, you're great at hockey, but I will say this: if you are throwing down parlays, 2-team, 3-team parlays, you got to have ESPN. And I got no love for ESPN.
The app itself is the most convoluted thing. I mean, it's not as bad as MGM, but it's very convoluted to try to find things, especially with parlays and those kind of things. But yeah, they do give some very nice lines. You just kind of have to already know what you're looking. Or in FanDuel, you can kind of do some research inside there. You can look at some things, and ESPN's be like, you better already have that research done.
Hey, how many more minutes does Olynyk get tonight? We got 5.5 to play in the third. Does he get another 6 minutes?
If you look at his past games, he's getting right around the mid-20s. So he probably has another 6 to 7
Beautiful.
minutes.
Just get us 2 more rebounds. Bull, 2:23 left in the third. He just crushed his points prop. He's got 18. We didn't even get 2 more rebounds. He's got 4.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he's having such a great game.
It's possible.
Grizzlies are such an odd team there.
Why?
Because they have more talent, but I think the issue, what they get, so their second quarters are historically terrible. They lose every second quarter.
Have you started betting against them in the second?
I have.
Yeah.
But they typically win every first. They did not win the first tonight. And the reason for it is because they've got names and players on the bench, but none of those guys are consistent. Like, I like Vince Williams a lot, but he's not a consistent shooter. Gigi Jackson, not a consistent shooter. Aldama is the one guy that probably should be scoring like the main threat off the bench, and he gets you 10 a night, 10 to 12. And Clark's always gets offensive rebounds and putbacks, but all the other guys, to me, take too many shots. So, and I feel that's what they had their issues in this.
Did that Florida-Georgia game ever end, by the way? It had to have. The last minute took about 25 minutes. It just would not end. So Foxy got us on a winner, Duke over Miami, 97-60.
Yeah, we're going to lose the Illinois State game, though.
The Illinois State game, they're down by 12. I mean, there's still time left in that game. We're not definitely going to lose that.
No. I mean,
I'm not laying down on it yet. College basketball is nuts, dude. Especially when teams can't hit free throws. That's what makes the tournament next level, too. Bad free throw shooting teams that leads. I mean, you talk about comebacks. It's just another reason why you get so many big comebacks. Yeah, Georgia held on to beat Florida 88-83. Hockey. What's going on in the hockey world? Did you bet anything tonight, Fox, or did we just have our guys and girls?
I didn't bet anything in hockey.
Yeah, all right. So Toronto, Boston heading to overtime, tied at 4.
Actually, I took the Flyers. When he gave the Flyers, I couldn't get the team total, but I just gave the Flyers minus 2.5.
D money on the Rangers money line tonight in a parlay.
Yeah, they're up 5-1.
Up 5-1 against the Islanders. Probably more Ranger fans than Islander fans there tonight. Tampa Bay stomping Edmonton 4-1. 6-0 St. Louis over Seattle. Holy moly, what an ass kicking there.
Yeah, that's shocking too. But hopefully Dylan Holloway's having a good game and Kyrie's having a good game.
And then Philly just stomped Pittsburgh 6-1. Have I talked to you since by the way, Illinois State within 7.
Yep.
4:31 to play. I got to go over to ESPN Plus and watch this then. Let's get the NBA off the screen.
Oh, you mean the 30-point shellacking by the Cavs isn't like gonna?
I didn't even know I had it on. I haven't even been watching these games so far. I'm just waiting for the Luka game. We'll be on for the first, few minutes of that game. I want to get you ready for it. So Foxy's already given the plays for the 2 games coming up. I think, if we get a chance, I think we should do it again, go through it. If you are looking for any of the plays, though, if you got to go or you're not on the plays, you want the plays right now. If you are not a subscriber, you are eligible for a free week. If you have not used your free week at any point in time, you can have a free week right now. NukeTheHouse.com. Go check us out. NukeTheHouse.com. Sign up for any plan. We won't charge you after a week unless you want to be charged. Use the code NUKETHENBA. It's up there. Nuke the NBA for a free week. $59.99 a month, too. NASCAR coming up. Our boy Smash. NASCAR season betting preview show coming up after this show. And then we're big into MMA, too. That's Deep MMA Pod with Johnny and Tommy. If you have been tailing them, you are making money. Boys are going nuts. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
have I talked to you since the Canada beat us again? I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we had the show Wednesday.
We did?
But no, you haven't, because I was perfectly on everything that I was on. First quarter went over.
Yeah.
Whole game went under.
Uh-huh.
Canada won.
Uh-huh.
Getzel 3 shots on goal. So yes,
The Getzel thing was great.
Yeah.
I'm just like we just can't beat Canada, man. Just can't do it.
It's tough to beat it twice in a row. I mean, again, it also went to overtime. Yeah, they're a tough nut to crack. So
All right, Gerardo's back in the Lakers tonight. Very sharp people in Discord here. Gerardo's back in the Lakers minus 3.5 at basically even money in the first quarter.
ask Gerardo where he lives.
He lives in LA. I can almost guarantee it.
Yes.
Mel, she's talking about same game parlays. There's certain market combos, including goaltender saves, for which the algo actually produces excessive value. Why don't you share, Mel? Sharing is caring.
Yeah, goaltender saves, though, I always think that's just a coin flip sometimes. I mean, you can look at a team and say, okay, they have very good offensive stats, and they generally get put enough pucks on the net, so you could look at those saves. But to say, hey, this, I don't know. I always look, that to me seems to be very random, especially when you start looking at guys backwards or forwards of game to game, and like, okay, yeah.
Ramon's taking shots at ESPN Bet.
I mean, again, Thompson got your 8.5, so that's good for. I think Viper was on that, so that's good for Viper. It's a great game. I wish this game was the game that was on TV. It's 85-85. I may actually turn this in the NBA.
What game? The Milwaukee-Houston game?
Yeah.
85 up, about a half minute into the fourth quarter. We didn't have anything in this game officially, did we?
Not officially, no. I mean,
Nothing official.
I hit some things, but
yeah, you got some personal plays. All right, a couple of minutes. I want Fox to give us another preview of the two games coming up. We've already broken them down, given the bets. It is not looking good in the Southern Illinois State game. So it looks like we'll push in college basketball, getting the Duke win, but it's an 11-point lead for the Salukis over the Redbirds with 3:26 to play in regulation. Not laying down, just not looking good.
No, it's not. Boys, Alabama kicking the crap out of Mississippi State.
Okay.
All right, so we'll get to the Laker game. That's where we'll get. So
let's get to the Laker game.
I like the Lakers anywhere from 0 to 9. I've got them in a bunch of parlays, as we've talked about There's a lot of things I like in this game. We're very interested to see how they play. Luka actually come back. He's going to have a pretty good game. Holden's on for the triple-double. I don't mind that. The assists are going to be interesting, but if they force feed it, I think it'll get done.
Yes.
I'm on Luka rebounds over 9.5 at plus 100. I actually am going to add another play here.
Ooh.
I'm going to take Luka's threes at minus 120. And I've been waiting for Rui Hachimura's threes to drop, which they finally have. Why? Who knows? I guess because PJ's playing at minus 130. And we're going to take that for a half unit.
All right. What are we doing with Doncic? How many threes?
3.5.
Over 3.5 threes.
Yeah.
At what price?
Minus 120.
Minus 120 at FanDuel.
Now, the one thing that's really cool, since we talked about ESPN allows you to bet threes attempted. It's the only book I've ever seen allow you to do that.
Okay.
And a lot of these guys, when you have a 3.5, you might as well just be tempting their threes, because if they're not going to shoot over 8, it's probably not going to happen. They're probably not shooting 50% from 3. I like Rui's points over 14.5. We've been on this a lot.
Hey, what was the half unit Rui play you gave?
1.5 threes.
Half unit.
We're on Rui's 14.5 points. I like that a lot. We've been on it again. 5 of the last 6 games, Rui's hitting. Help defense comes. Rui's getting wide open threes. He's hitting 2 to 3 a game. He's doing tremendously work on the offensive glass as well, getting rebounds that way. Personally, I'm on Rui's points over 3.5. I think 3.5 is too low. I'm on Kyrie's points in the first half, minus 125. We've talked about that. I'm on a play that I probably don't like, but I'm just on it, just to let you know. Just because the number's too low.
Okay.
Which is Dalton Connect, 3.5 points. I'm not giving that as official play, but I am on it because I think that number is just way too low for a guy who's going to get minutes. So I'm riding Max Christie, 11.5 points. Killed us last game. Think he's going to have a little motivation this game. The Laker bench is not that very good. I took that for a half unit. I'm on Jackson Hayes at 6.5 points. He's definitely going to get a couple dunks tonight. We've talked about Austin Reeves. If you didn't like the juice that was on his points, the points and assists at -105, I'm on that for a half unit. We talked to Austin Reeves. I'm on for the +114 at a half. I'm on the points. We just talked 17.5. We talked Luka's rebounds. G, you had a question on Luka's rebounds. If you actually look at his last couple of games, it's actually not that far-fetched. And again, you got to think they're going to be pushing this narrative. He had 10 and 11 in his last 2 games. Before that, he had 4 and 5, but he was on a minutes restriction. Difference in minutes was about 10 minutes. Dallas has been shooting a lot of outside shots, especially in this round where they haven't had their full complement of centers. There's a lot of long rebounds. Long rebounds mean the point guards gets rebounds. We've been riding LeBron's rebounds ever since the trade. That's cashed every game. We're on that for 7.5 rebounds. So that's what I like the Lakers. I like the Lakers to win this game. I like them to cover the 9. There are a couple
about
guys.
LeBron PRA 40.5. Off the top, it's all right. Let him bark. He's having a good time. 40.5 PRA. So let's say LeBron gets 8 rebounds, maybe 8 assists. That's 16. He's got to get 25 points. Any thoughts on that, just off the top of your head?
I don't like it. Look at his PRA numbers. This, again, it's got to be a game for that to happen. He got 39 versus Denver. They pulled him. Portland and Charlotte, he hit. Maybe that's a similar type game there, but I believe one of those games Luka didn't play, especially the Charlotte game, I think it was. That's a lot of points for him, and I think, again, you're going to have, unless they're in danger of losing the game, I don't think he's there. I mean, you'd be better off probably on LeBron to take his threes, which, besides the Denver game, is hit every single game.
Okay.
So 5 of the last 6 he's gone on after. So I would do that if you want to play a PRA bet. He's hit 4 and prior to the Denver game, he hit 4 and 3 straight. So he's taking more shots outside, especially with Luka playing. So we'll move on quickly to the Golden State game.
Okay.
Charlotte's been a pesky team. They've been playing really well. Nick Smith has been playing really well. Elfrid Payton's going to step in for LaMelo Ball. It's not going to get the points, but Elfrid Payton's going to be a guy who's going to get you probably about 8 points, probably going to have 5 rebounds and like 5 or 6 assists. Miles Bridges has been the cog in this. He's got over 20 points in multiple straight games. I think the line is like 9, to be honest with you. But I'll double check that real quick. Go to my spreadsheet. And it's coming off 23, 17, 36, 29, 19, 30, 25. So as long as the minutes are there, he shouldn't have any issue getting his points. It is a back-to-back game for them, but they don't seem to care. He plays even when it's blowouts. Podziemski, since moving in the starting lineup, the do-everything all guard, has been playing really, really well. So we're on his points of 14.5. Nurkic, I'm on at 7.5 and -106. There's some other theirs, and I'm on a little cheap parlay of Moody, Smith, and Podziemski. I'm trying to play Moody, but I want Moody at 12.5. I don't want to take Moody over 13 points, even though he may hit, and it may hit pretty easily. That's kind of where my line of demarcation is. So
I'm reading here. I was just reading about tonight's Mavericks-Lakers game, they're going to have a camera focused on Nico tonight. I want to see what the interaction between Nico and Luka is before this game. There is no way in hell that Luka is going to smile and take it. I don't know if those two are going to say anything. I don't know if Nico's going to go up to him, but I got a hard time thinking that Luka's going to have anything nice to say to that guy.
No, I don't think he will either. But I mean, Luka's not really that much of an ass, but he might be an ass tonight. But
I don't know. Yeah, he's just like, this really blindsided him, man. It's blindsided him big time. He got a haircut, looks like shit, but he's upset. And I wouldn't be surprised if Nico went up to him and he just said, screw you. Jermaine's taking Kyrie under 4.5 assists at plus money. Max Christie's threes over 1.5 question marks. I think you talked about Max Christie earlier.
I'm on the 11.5 points. I don't mind the threes. Stop. Excuse me.
It's all right. Let the dog have some fun. And then Ramon's giving us a Bruins. Bruins were up 2-0, 3-2, 4-3. Toronto won 5-4 in overtime. That's the hockey. It's just about over. So Southern Illinois beats Illinois State. Shit happens. Again, we split in college basketball then. Duke wins. Salukis upset us.
Yep.
Waiting for Bull to get back in the game here. He's got 18-4. We cashed his points.
I will tell you, waiting for guys to get back in the game in a Suns game is an adventure, because there's guys that should get back in the game and don't.
Well, look,
so that's your biggest issue with this betting this Suns team, is their rotations are wonky. They could run this game. We would not like it, but Beal, Booker, Durant, Allen, and O'Neal, and wouldn't be shocked.
Well, Beal and Durant and Bull are still on the bench here with 8:40 to play, so maybe Bull gets back in there for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, Nick Richards is the guy. I mean, at this point, I may almost want to take his under every time, because the guy looks great, or find a book that can give me first half bets, because he looks great for first half, and then the second half he just never gets back in the game. So. I see Christie at minus 160 for threes. So where do you have him where he's at a number that
Max Christie's best number for 3-point shots is minus 155.
Okay.
There's no way anybody puts money on it unless you're betting 2.5. Jermaine's on Buddy over 2.5 threes plus money.
Yeah, he's been one guy who's really probably had the biggest hit to his minutes with the trade, but he at least knows what his role is. So, I mean, if you look at his points, he's hit double-digit points in 2 of his last 5, 2 of his last 6. He's hit over 2 threes in 1 game. So if the game is, again, out of the control and you think you're going to get more extra minutes, so I could see the bet. I just think it should be a lot better than 1 plus 124 for an event that hasn't happened recently.
Hey, smash that like button if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel. Please do so. If you're on X, come on over to YouTube, type in Nuke the House Sports Betting. You'll find our site. On YouTube, you'll find our page. Subscribe, turn on your notifications. And we're about 5.5, 6 minutes away from tip-off of the first Luka revenge game. When he goes back to Dallas, that's when it's going to be the big game. The revenge games are always nice, but when he goes back to Dallas, that's what's going to be completely nuts. All right. Here's what we got coming up after the show tonight. NASCAR season betting preview right after the show. If you've been with us, you know how profitable NASCAR is. It's the most profitable bet here. I know people that don't bet NASCAR or watch NASCAR are going to poo-poo it, but if you're serious about making money, that's the way to go. Also, if you're an MMA fan, Johnny and Tommy, Both killing it. That's Deep MMA Pod. Go check it out. Bronny, 3-point to hit 1. 3+ points is plus 120. That's too many points, Fox.
It's a terrible number. We were getting 3-1 on that in previous games. So that's just telling you right there that the book is trying to go there and say, okay, this is probably going to be a blowout. So we're going to so this is where player props featured is. This is probably where he's getting this. No, I don't even see it. Where do you see this on FanDuel?
I don't know. You didn't. Oh, you did say it was.
Oh, they have a Bronny James featured. So Bronny James used to be 2 points at plus 100.
Okay.
Now they're, I guess, predicting that he's going to play. So he's now listed at plus 120 for 3, plus 5 points is 4-1. 1 made 3 is plus 220. But they do have something they haven't had before. Bronny's rebounds. I like the 2 rebounds at plus 260.
Does he ever get 2 rebounds?
It's what he's basically been doing when he hasn't been scoring. Let me pull his game.
So plus 262 rebounds. Listen, Foxy hasn't given it out yet, but I'll just say this. If you go to FanDuel and he's been killing it on the Bronny props. So,
and if he doesn't play, you just get your money back. So it's not really that there. So when he last played was 2-4. 2-12. He got 9 points, 0 rebounds. Clippers, you got 3. You got 2 versus the Knicks. You got 2 rebounds versus Washington. 3 rebounds versus Philly. Yeah, and he hasn't played in a while. This is the one thing I don't like.
I have something to say. I have something to say.
Yes.
So I sent a message to Fox this morning. I said, Fox, I need something for our YouTube short today. And Fox goes, okay. And he gets back to me like, I don't even remember when. It was a while later. Yeah. And he goes, here, over 5.5 boards and ladder him up to 10. So he got his 6, put it on the board. He got his 7, put it on the board. He got his 8, put it on the board. And he just got 9 and 10. We just hit a plus 440. Kelly Olynyk, 10 points. Let's go, Foxy.
Yep. And he's got 5 points too. So we're not out of the rain for a 7-1 on the
7-1. Then it's all the money from Olynyk. But to hit a 440, the 2-1, the 280, beautiful night.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Nice job, Foxy.
Yeah.
Nice work. Very nice work.
Glad we hit that because obviously some blowouts cost us some things.
Yeah.
Bucks and Rockets are going down there. All these other games that are on are great. You got the Pelicans up 4. Yep, up 4.
Mm-hmm.
Murphy scoring, not really dishing right now. He's 19-2-4, so still stuck on that. 9 minutes to go. Zion's got 16. So Makovic having another solid game. Once again, the Spurs can't get anything. Fox is stuck in there. He's at 12 points. Keldon Johnson's got 10. We need 4 more points. We'll see. Sohan, which I thought would get more minutes tonight, finally got those 10 points that we've been waiting for. Biambi is at 8 and 10. So that double-double that we talked about would be a nice, good sprinkle bet. There, we got the Bucks down by 1. Giannis has got 23 and 10. So AJ Green's at 4 threes. Man Thompson can't score this game. He's got 9 and 9. So
hold on a second. Let me just see something real quick. Oh, okay. Never mind.
I don't think Bull's getting back in this game.
You think Bull's going to screw us on the rebounds, but he did get us the points.
Because Durant, Beal, and Booker have all come back in, and they brought in O'Neal, who likes to close games, and they've kept Plumlee in. The biggest thing, Edey had 8 and 8, and you were like, oh, he's got the double-double. He's played 16 minutes. Yes, I think this game's a blowout, which is why I would have no issue betting the Bronny game props pre-flop. And if he never plays, okay, so he never plays. I just get my money back. So
you're going to take the
I took the rebounds too. I took the 1-3 at plus 260. I took the 3 points, and I took the 5 points at 4-1.
Is any of this official plays or no?
No,
Okay.
not right now.
Okay. So 1-3. And
Oh, he's ejected. That's why he's stuck at 9 points. Okay, thank you.
who?
Amen Thompson.
He got ejected?
According to Gnarly, I haven't been watching this game.
Brutal.
I've got 2 dogs going crazy.
It's okay. You'll be all right. One dog could be enough. Hey, let's hang out for like another 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll watch the beginning of this game, and then we'll get out of here. We'll go upstairs one more time. Gerardo's on the Spurs live plus 4.5.
Ooh, that's a good start. That's a different lineup.
All right, give me a sec. Let's go, Luca.
So it looks like Max Christie is going to actually start. That's a little different lineup than what was first reported. So Exum actually is going to sit down tonight. 11.5 is too small for Christie starting. And Luca misses the first, but that's what we talked about. Rui, he's been a beast, gets the offensive rebound and scores easily. Mavs tie it right back up. I might go bet Christie at 15 if he's starting. Klay Thompson with the offensive rebound. Kick out to PJ. Another miss. Another miss. Klay Thompson gets the gift of the ball. Bouncing right to him. Oh. Pelicans up 4. Bucks down 1. I still like the Bucks to win this game. I just think come down the end, there's going to be nothing they can do to stop Giannis. So Rui's got 2 rebounds already. And we got a turnover here. I guess. I don't know. Let me put another game on. So I'm watching 2 games. Dogs have calmed down a little. Lennox in the game. Come on, let's go. You're 1 for 6. Just give me a 1-3 here and get to 8 points. That's what we want. Lakers off to a nice start. It's 9-2.
9-2. How's our boy Luca doing? What's he got? 4?
He bricked a 3, and then he just got a layup.
Just got a 2.
Yep.
And a rebound.
He has got 2 rebounds.
All right. We need some assists.
LeBron gets his first 3.
Yep.
So he's got 5 points.
Yeah, they're coming out hot. This is
Yep.
Listen, it's the NBA, it's a game of runs, but I just don't know how the Mavericks are hanging in here without any bigs whatsoever.
No, and it's all outside shots right now. There's no continuity at all to try to develop anything here. It's just.
Did they take all the Bronny props down now that the game started? Yeah. All right, so I got the rebounds. I did not get in on the
Bronny props will show up in player props featured.
Okay.
So under
not
featured,
right now.
Not right now. You'll see him though. Actually, no. Though, is he there? So he'll be generally way down at the bottom. They try to hide him.
Yeah, I don't see him.
No.
What's going on with Dalton Connect these days? Dalton Connect revenge game.
How is this a Dalton Connect revenge game?
He's upset. He's upset that he didn't get traded.
I mean, he's been dreadful.
Yeah. Well, it obviously fucked with his brain, didn't it? Guy's just been a complete mess since it happened.
I mean, the thing you got to look at Connect again is he's not a young pup. He's like 25, 26 years old. So kind of thinking you're on a team that's going to go somewhere versus I'm there.
There's a Luka assist. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, there's Jackson Hayes.
Hey, we might get overtime with the Suns and the Grizzlies. I don't know if that would get Bull back in the game, but they're tied at 126 with 3:58 to play in the fourth.
Yeah, I don't. I just, for the life of me, have no idea what the Suns coach is doing every game. He has no clue what he's supposed to be doing.
No clue.
It baffles me.
Budenholzer?
Well, I didn't like him when he was in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It completely just baffles me at all what he has any sense of idea.
I mean, you talk about a massive ass whooping. Oh, please tell me they're going to give LeBron that rebound, because we need all the rebounds we can get out of him. But I think he stepped out of bounds.
He stepped out.
Yeah. And we're not going to get it. It'll be a turnover.
This is what so this next play that's coming up is what teams are going to start be harping on with the Lakers defense here. Watch
What?
Jackson Hayes.
Okay.
Tell me who he's guarding.
I don't know. I think
we're doing versus Denver, and Denver was complaining, but they weren't getting anywhere. And I'm sure every team's going to be telling them right now and go, look, this is what they're doing. That guy's not leaving the paint. The next guy that's coming out is not leaving the paint. These should be a 3-second call almost every single time.
When you think about Luka getting a technical foul in the first 2 minutes of the game.
That's one of the things I don't like about Luka. He's such a crybaby.
He is kind of a bitch when it comes to the refs, isn't he?
He is such a crybaby.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, we'll be on tomorrow night too, everybody. So it's not just tonight. We'll be on tomorrow night, and it is just game after game after game. So we'll be going on at 7:00. We got Boston at Red Hot Detroit. That should be a good game.
Biombo got his double.
Biombo got what do you get? 10 and 10?
10 and 11.
10 and 11.
Olenek got 6 and 12. Olenek got 12 rebounds tonight.
We only got one good game on paper tomorrow with Boston and Detroit, but the Knicks are in action. We will bet bad teams. I'm sure you'll have something in the Portland-Washington game. Big night in the NBA tomorrow.
Big night for the Blazers-Wizards. Can't wait.
Can't wait. Very, very much looking forward to betting.
Thunder Nets will have some stuff. Kings Jazz, definitely.
We only got 3 NHL games tomorrow, though. Winnipeg, Ottawa, Jersey at my Colorado Avalanche, and Vancouver at the Kings. So not a lot going on there.
ESPN has to be thrilled that they're going to put on the Spurs and Rockets tomorrow.
Yeah, they were probably thinking a little Wemby action, weren't they?
Yep.
And then as far as the college hoops goes, tomorrow night, top 25 teams. We don't bet many top 25 teams. Michigan State at Maryland, 8th ranked Spartans, 16th ranked Terps. Number 1 Auburn in action against Ole Miss.
I love this Maryland team. We'll be on Maryland.
You love Maryland.
Yes. I bet
3.5 point favorites at home to Michigan State.
Yep.
How many points is that for Kyrie? We need him to score 6 in the first. He's got 10.
He had 4, so
put it on the board.
There we go.
Nice bet. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Appreciate that, Fox. More money. Put it on the board.
I'll take that.
Kyrie, 3 of 6 from the floor, 2 of 3 behind the arc. He's got 10 points in the first 5 minutes and 20 seconds of the game. Now, he could be the leading scorer in this game. No question.
He could be, yeah. I mean, as long right now, Dallas is in it. It's a 1-point game. Luka finally hits a 3.
Yeah.
It's kind of a balloon 3, but a nice shot.
Yeah, we'll take. He's got 7, 4, and 2. So again, we said it was the assists that was going to be the tough one to get to the triple double. But if he can end up the first quarter with 3 in what could be a blowout, but again, the Mavs are just coming. Kyrie is just keeping him in this game by himself.
Yeah, the Lakers are also not
a pair of threes.
The
But if he can end the first quarter with 3 assists, I'm feeling pretty good about the triple double.
The Lakers' poor rebounds helping too. I mean, Dallas is getting 2 to 3 shots again. Luka hit another 3. That's 2 threes. Let's go. 2 more.
He's going bananas.
But again, really bad. Both of those plays, good offensive rebound on both sides. Really piss poor defensive rebound.
Did he just look at Nico? Like stare at him? Like you looked.
He said what? He said F something. So,
yeah. I think there's no love lost there. Let's just.
Yeah, he's got 4 rebounds already. So
yeah, let's leave it at that. Yeah, and we're honest. Yeah, I mean, it's early, but we got a lot of bets in this game, and it's looking good. Hey, smash that like button. We're only gonna be on for a few more minutes, but we will be back tomorrow, 7:00 Eastern time. NukeTheHouse.com. We are giving away the free week. Nuke the NBA is the code. Go to NukeTheHouse.com. Sign up for any plan. If you don't want to stick around after 7 days, just say you don't want to. We won't charge you. Most people do, though. Our retention rate's very high. Nuke the NBA is the code. When you do sign up, you'll get a free week. Check us out. Tell us what you think. Say hey to Coop. Say hey to Kegger. Foxy. You can hang out with all of us in the Discord. Everybody's very, very open to answering questions and going back. We got the sharpest Discord out there. Coming up after the show, NASCAR season preview betting show or betting preview show. I know the season started, but this is when the boys really start to make their money after the first couple of weeks. And That's Deep, the MMA pod that we have. That's Deep pod. Tommy and Johnny, listen, tail, win. A lot going on here. Nuke the House. Very excited. And my sense is that by this time next week, we're going to have a really big announcement. Really big announcement. Good for the company.
The announcement is Bull is in the game.
Oh, now that's an announcement I like to hear.
2 minutes
to go. Play.
Down 1. They've been winning this entire game.
He can get us 2 rebounds on 1 possession. Could also get to overtime. Maybe they keep him in there. So Booker's on the bench and Bull's in the game? Is Booker in foul trouble or something?
Booker's fouled out. Booker and JJ have fouled out.
All right, then that makes sense. That makes sense. Nick Richards has 5 fouls too. All right, come on, Bull. Get us where we need to be, buddy.
Fouls, but Richards hasn't played. He's played 16 minutes.
He's played
5 fouls.
We don't care about him anyways.
It's terrible.
We got nothing.
The only thing I wish they didn't bring Plumlee back. Plumlee wasn't in, but yeah.
The Plum Dog?
Well, just because Bull's going to need some deep rebounds to get there. We only got 2 minutes to go.
Damn, dude. College basketball. Oklahoma State just beat Iowa State. 74-68.
That's back-to-back losses for Iowa State.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was impressive.
All right. So Mel says he's on the Avs Devils under tomorrow.
You're on the Avs Devils under 6. Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be that.
All right. I will tail Mel.
Trey's got 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
You have proven yourself worthy.
Yep. Pels are up 5.
It's under 5.5 already at FanDuel. So let me see if I can find that Avs Devils under 6 somewhere. There it is, minus 118. Avs Devils. Ooh, that's a lot of juice.
Yeah, FanDuel is terrible for hockey. It's just
no, that's Bet Rivers.
Oh,
yeah, I'm just looking for a place
He's
here.
saying MGM. He's saying MGM. Bull got a rebound. That's 5.
Let's go, Bull. Come on, Bull. This is gonna be a big night money wise.
Minute to go. They take the lead.
The Olynyk thing really cleaned up for us with your ladder. And it's going to be a plus money night no matter what.
Yeah.
The question is how much. And I guess that'll be decided by the 2 games going on right now. Because I think I've already locked in a profit because you got me on the Olynyk stuff.
Yeah.
Blues are up on the Kraken 7-1. Holy shamoly.
Oh, 6-0 before. Yeah. They're generally good on first period, but if you generally look at unders, like they're under 5.5, under 6, a lot of times like minus 150. Boy, Max Christie that was an ugly shot.
All right, cool. I'm on the under 6 there, Mel. Plus MGM has a profit boost 20%. And I know it's only for $20, but I can throw that in as part of it.
Oh, I was hoping.
Thanks, Mel. Let's get that home tomorrow. Make sure you're with us and we'll root it home together. Bull got 6.
Did you get the 6? Yeah, I got the 6. Yep.
Go, Fox.
Let's go.
Fox. Come on, man. Listen,
Luka, another rebound.
it's just been too good tonight. It's been too good. I gotta play the music, Fox. I just gotta have more cowbell. No ball back for it. Matt, you can tell him after he just trashed tonight.
Yep.
Just you got to send something out here. We cashed Kyrie first quarter. We cashed Bol points. We cashed Bol rebounds. We cashed the Kelly Olynyk ladder from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rebounds all the way up to 10 plus 4 something there. It's been a night, man.
Yep.
It has been a night and a good one at that. And now we just got to get some of the stuff home from the Laker game.
Yeah.
And I think we will.
Yeah, we just need to hold close.
Hold Bulls.
So the Rockets are not letting the Bucks get a 3 off, so they keep just fouling. So
Foxy, I'm feeling good about this Luka triple-double, 4-1. He's got 7, 6, and 4. We got 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Hopefully he can keep it up. But the 4 assists is the big one.
Yeah,
he's almost got the rebounds now. Home.
Yeah. The 4 assists is there. And I mean, you can see LeBron's just taking a back seat. He's standing by the 3-point line and just taking shots.
He gets it.
Yeah. I mean, Rui's got 5, so that gave me my first quarter for that. We hit our first 3. We need one more 3 for the rest of the game.
Okay.
Lucas hit 1 3. One of the 3s they took back. They declared that not a 3. Or after the shot clock, apparently, because he's down to 7. And then Reeves has got 4 right now, so that's fine. So we got a couple games coming down here to the end. Hornets are playing good basketball here, right up there with the Dubs.
Damn, Luka airball. Yeesh.
He does that a lot. Bull just got another rebound. He's got 7. And he's going to the line. So he's gonna end up with like 22 points.
Did you see that block by Rui, by the way?
Oh, the one, that was a nasty one. Where you had Max Christie coming in. But this is the one thing where guys always say, oh, the guy's playing well off the bench. Let's bring him in the start. And it's like, oh, it'll add more firepower. And then, yes, he gets more minutes. But most of the time, he's just standing there staring at 3 other guys who take all the shots.
Insane.
It's better if you would have just staggered him and give him a couple more minutes with the starters, then brought him as the main scorer off the bench. Looks like the Phoenix is going to steal another win here.
Hey, do you want to tell me what a blue hat on a tweet means?
I don't have any
clue. Blue hat emoji. I don't know why T. Higgins just sent that out, but whatever. Blue hat emoji.
Anybody in the chat now? Pels are up 7.
People think the subject is lying. They've got no cap, no lie, no joke. I don't know. I like embarrassing my daughter though. She's 10, and I go hang out with her at recess sometimes, and I just start saying shit that they say in there, like no Ohio skibbity riz.
Oh,
you ever heard of that one?
Those things. Okay.
Just going down, and she just gets so embarrassed. I love it. It's wonderful.
I mean, some of those sayings are just stupid.
I know. I don't get it, but I'm sure our parents said the same thing to us.
Yeah, but at least our words like made sense. Like rad, cool.
Mel, will you leave Nico ranting alone? The guy helped win a Stanley Cup. All right. He didn't ask to go. He got just like Luka. He just got traded out. Come on, be nice to Miko the Freako. He didn't do anything to you, but win you a cup, Mel.
KJ Simpson's got 8 points and a surprise start.
He's going bananas.
I am surprised to see Wendell Moore. He's getting tons of minutes in Charlotte now. So do you know who Wendell Moore is?
Wendell Moore. It's Wendell Moore, not Wendell Moore. Yeah, it's Wendell Moore. Do I know who Wendell Moore is? Why would I not? I know he went to Duke.
Yep.
He's a good college
And
basketball
what
player.
team did he lose his first 6 years of his NBA experience with?
That I can't tell you.
Minnesota.
Can I take a guess? No, I don't even want to guess. Probably like a bad team would be.
Nope. Playoff team.
Oh, is a playoff team? No, who?
Timberwolves.
He's with the Timberwolves, huh? I just remember him at Duke.
He never got to play.
With the Timberwolves?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lucas got 7 rebounds. We need 3 more rebounds.
Freaking go, dude. Let's go. This is
Turnover by Luka.
I'm very happy with what I'm seeing right now. Very happy. 9, 7, and 4 for Luka. He is on a mission from Gad. We just need LeBron to start rebounding.
Yeah.
LeBron just kind of picks his moments, right? He's like, all right, we'll let Luka have the first quarter. I'll come in and do my thing. Rui got a 3 because he's got 5 points. Did he hit a 3 yet?
Who? Rui? Yeah, he's got 1. He's got 1 3.
Okay. Well,
And
we're
the
looking
second
good.
is just dreadful.
Okay. I'll say it again. Here's what we got going on because me and Foxy are going to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow. Okay. We will come on at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Live bet the NBA. We'll have some NHL and some college basketball too. And Foxy says he's already looking at the Maryland-Michigan State game in college basketball. That's the first thing. Second thing, nukethehouse.com, $19.99 a week. If you haven't used your free trial, go ahead and do so. Get a free week with the code NUKE. It's up there, Nuke the NBA. Also $59.99 a month and $599.99 a year. After this show, NASCAR season betting preview. Right after the show, and make sure you check out Johnny and Tommy. If you like MMA, UFC, if you like betting that, you want to win some money, listen to That's Deep MMA pod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Nuke the House. Foxy, good job tonight, buddy.
Yep.
Let's go win some more money. I'm glad your heart's okay. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel like you're going to make it, pal.
Appreciate it.
Do you feel like you're going to make it?
I do.
Good. Yep. Good. For Foxy, I'm Kush. We'll go Nuke the House again tomorrow.